Cunny, go on. How you feeling? You're good? I'm glad you're good. Make sure my chat's not fucking metal. Oh shit. What? Oh shit, what the fuck? How am I? What the fuck? What did I? No, 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 no. How did that happen? What the fuck? I accidentally, I guess I did something in Chatterino. My bad. I'm a fucking boomer with this shit. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know how to use or work none of this shit. That ass. I don't know how none of this shit works. What up, Pyro? Nikichka! Nah, no gun tonight. I'm gonna play Hunt Showdown tonight. I'm gonna read the news first. What up, California fools? Comrades, welcome. What's up, B-More? I'm chilling. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with Nikichka. Thank you for the raid, though. Word Pilgrim. What's up, everyone? Welcome, raiders. I'm Endless Cemetery. I'm a black anarchist. You changed your name. Right on. But, I'm in the cemetery. I'm a black anarchist from Baltimore, Maryland. I believe in prison abolition, gender abolition, fucking military industrial complex abolition, all that good stuff, all that base stuff. I'm not gonna waste your time retreading all of that. Just know the space that you're in now is a space to reserve and designed specifically for black revolutionaries and people sympathetic to black revolutionary thought. Keep that in mind. And we're all gonna go well. She used to be radical leftist agenda. Okay, cool. Dope, dope, dope. I always thought you were trying to say Nikki Chica, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Radical left tits agenda. Nice. Anarcho-syndicalist? You could probably say that, yeah. Anarcho-communist with anarchata tendencies. That's why I got the anarchata tag in my shit. Nikichka, I said it right? Right on. Cool. Thank you. You see the title of the stream. Got some anti-copaganda for y'all. Touched a little bit on this stuff a little bit this morning. Didn't get too deep though, because I was just trying to decompress and play some video games and have a nice morning. Trigger warning for no sexual assault. Nancy Pelosi, fuck Nancy Pelosi. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'm not about dictators. Not about dictators. Anyway. So an LAPD officer was killed in a training accident, but he also just so happened to be investigating 4 other fellow officers for gang rape. Yeah, we're hitting the bayou tonight, Fade. I'm gonna run this news real quick. Oh, it gets worse, Fade. It gets so much worse. Like I said, trigger warning tonight for sexual assault. What time is it? 11:30. I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna have Big Princess. Shout out to Big Princess. I'm gonna have her come in here to talk about the second story that I have that's currently breaking in Jamaica. But it's we have some violence against women. Serpico, yeah. LA pigs, yeah. I mean, in LA, they're the ones that got the gangs in their sheriff's department, right? Like, this is just par for the course from where I'm sitting. I've never been to LA, but you know. The lawyer of a Los Angeles police officer killed in what the LAPD called a training accident. And what the LAPD called a training accident back in May said the officer, Houston Tipping, had been investigating an alleged gang rape perpetrated by 4 LAPD officers in 2021 when he was killed. Tipping's lawyer, Bradley Gage, claimed on Monday that one of the 4 officers who allegedly participated in the gang rape was present when Tipping was killed. The victim claimed that she was raped by 4 different people, all LAPD officers. She knew the names of some of those officers because they were in uniform and had their name tags on. Gage said on Monday in footage from Sean Beckner Carmichael from Knock LA. That name of one of those officers with the name tag seems to correlate with one of the officers that was at the bicycle training. You're alleging that that officer is the one who hurt the victim, but you're not confirming or alleging that there might have been other officers who jumped in. One reporter asked Gage, who responded, "I cannot allege that because I only have known facts." Another reporter asked the lawyer why so much time had passed between the alleged gang rape, which Gage said took place in July 2021, and Tipping's death, if the motive involved Tipping investigating the rape. Gage replied, "Opportunity, an investigation, learning of knowledge." Shit pun cops harass for no reason yet. Imagine going to a record release party and no one is starting shit and the cops went to harass. I'm sure the cops are on that shit all the time. LAPD in peculiar is a special kind of evil and depravity, facts. Baltimore Police Department as well. BPD is on some shit too. And we can get into them. I absolutely love to talk shit about BPD. I want all the smoke with them. But cemetery, we need to have a not-for-profit to teach martial arts self-defense for this shit. I was actually part of, shout out to my friend Hell. She came in earlier today. She helped organize and run like a self-defense organization called Agus Baltimore for firearms safety and training for basically like BIPOC trans femmes. So it's basically just me and a bunch of black trans ladies out at this shooting range, you know, shooting some ARs, shooting some AKs, shooting some fucking SIGs and some Glocks. last time we were out there, the Maryland chapter of the SRA was actually out there. We chopped it up for them for a minute. It's pretty cool. But yeah, we need to have that type of stuff. Needs to be, I feel like that type of stuff will become more common as the need for it increases. The officer was investigating cops and not dead, and they said it was from a training ops accident. Yep, you know how the cops get busy. For those victims of opportunity, especially if they're lower income, yes. Military does it all the time. They certainly do. Seems like a plot line from The Shield. The Shield seems like it's based on real life. Shit, The Wire was based on how fucked up they are in Baltimore, and Baltimore didn't even paint you the full picture. I would recommend watching We Own the City. Definitely watch the Own the City. David Simon, same person who did The Wire, he did this, and it's about the Gun Trace Task Force here in Baltimore, which is basically like straight up a gang in the BPD. They were a gang. SRA is cool. Which range? We were at Associated Gun Club. None of us renewed our membership there, so I never had a membership there. I just went with the homies to shoot with them, but Taekyon is free to learn. It's a Korean martial art. To preserve it is likely why those lessons are free. Makes sense. Real hand-to-hand defense classes would be nice. These 8-hour things just give people enough to get themselves hurt more. Facts. We Own the City was good. I still haven't finished it. I've only seen the first 2 episodes. Chicago PD delves into the corrupt cop genre of Copaganda, but the anti-heroic protagonists are still the protagonists at the end of the day. That's what makes cop shows so insidious. Yeah, it's all gross Copaganda. I've never watched Chicago PD, but I know the actual IRL Chicago PD is sus as fuck. They got their own little black sites and shit. I mean, they killed Fred Hampton. What else do you need to know? What is weird is the main actor that plays corrupt cop has a podcast where he simps for cops kind of hard. Yeah. Are you talking about John Bernthal? Because he's an interesting character. You don't need firearms, but you want to own a Yugoslavian era AK-47 Tito fan here. Right on. I wanted a Bulgarian AK. I wanted a Finnish AK. I wanted a Velnet. Pretty bad, but honestly, if we're keeping it a buck, I kind of feel like an AR is a little bit better, at least for beginners, just because it's a little bit simpler platform than the AK platform. I feel like I kind of enjoy shooting an AR a little bit more than shooting an AK, but I do like the aesthetic of the AK. It's just revolutionary as fuck. Bink is coming on, yes. I'm gonna finish reading this, then we're gonna get to what we talked to Bink about. The guy that plays the puncher, yeah, John Bernthal. Cut police salaries and give it to teachers. Don't just give it to teachers, give it to social workers, give it to recreational facilities, give it to doulas, give it to fucking everyone. You want to see a pro-indigenous film, watch Barako, fantastic. I'll put that one on the list. Thank you. The last indigenous, because I'm a horror movie buff. I don't know if you could tell from the Dawn of the Dead poster behind me. I'm really into horror, and Blood Quantum was the last like good indigenous movie that I saw. Give it to the commons, yes, absolutely. And yeah, ARs don't have a whole like the recoil impulse, especially if you're shooting 223 instead of 5.56. The recoil impulse is like the first time, because the first gun I shot with them, we shot a 12 gauge. I fucking hate shooting shotgun. Shooting shotguns fucking suck. I was expecting, like, you know, to shoot the AR and it has like some kind of recoil impulse, but that shit was like a fucking video game. It was like I was playing a Terminator game at the fucking arcade. The AR has like no recoil if you're shooting 223. I am not signed up for Criterion. I'm actually out of a job right now. I'm in between jobs, I guess. I was working in its warehouse. It was extremely exploitative, really fucked up conditions, and so I quit. With no safety net or anything, just kind of had enough. And I got rent for this month, but I'm still looking for a job. Still got no idea how I'm gonna make ends meet come the first. But when I do get rolling again, I'll get a Criterion subscription. Sounds cool. They're making so much of these businesses like a big box and homes and architecture. It's fucking depressing. What up, Ancom? Pop then drop it this month. Link help it all. Did you put a link in? Oh, I haven't clicked it yet. Near Dark and Prince of Darkness. Say less. You used to manage at an Amazon warehouse, had to quit? Yeah, it's not the wave. It does feel good to be done with a shit job. It doesn't feel good to be broke and to be very quickly burning through all of the last of my savings, which I've done for like the third fucking time in my life because Baltimore and capitalism. But it does feel good to not have to go into that fucking place anymore and deal with that, especially for how little they were paying me. I'm gonna finish this. We're gonna reach out to Bink. Yeah, what up, Bink? I'm gonna just deafen real quick. And we'll get to her when. Let's watch this. Let me. Also, for anyone who doesn't know, before we watch this, I'm also a musician. The loop that you were just hearing was music that I made. It's a cover. It's not an original. I didn't write that music, but I did produce it. Excuse me. So if you'd like to hear more of my music, I'm at soundcloud.com/nightmare difficulty. I'll drop a link in chat for you all. Any good mutual aid organizations here? Yeah, Food Not Bombs is crucial here. I actually did a fundraiser for Food Not Bombs back in, what was it? I think it was May, either April or May, where one of a pretty good friend of mine, or like somebody that I really admire and really respect in the music scene here, um, he cooks for Food Not Bombs every Saturday and has been since like 2015, 2016. So I had him come in, explain what he does, why he does it, what Food Not Bombs is, what they do, why they do it, and like field questions from chat. And I raised like $600 for Food Not Bombs. Gave it to him cash in hand. He told me it had the Baltimore Food Not Bombs flush on supplies for at least 2 months. So I definitely want to try and do something like that again. I do roll Bandcamp, but I don't have as much music on my Bandcamp. I need to get my Bandcamp together. Organic homeless food organization? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. A lot of the farmers markets, like the farmers market near where I live, a lot of the vendors there, they're on that time. Let's get back to this and then we can talk to Bing.
In July of 2021, 4 police officers.
Can't hear the shit.
In July of 2021,
you can't hear this shit either. Turn it up.
In July of 2021, 4 police officers were involved in a sexual assault of a woman in the Los Angeles area. A report was taken by Officer Tipping, and I've seen that report. And that report indicates that there was a sexual attack, and it indicates that an object was placed into the sexual organ of the female victim.
Oh, nah. I can barely hear the shit, but what I did hear, we don't need to hear that. I'm pretty sure that shit's TOS anyway. That was fucked up. That was fucked up. I need a second after that. Abolish the police, man. That's all I can say. I'll drop the link to the article in chat for y'all. Gage disputed the LAPD's account of Tipping's death back in July, contesting the department's claim that Tipping had died of an accidental death while serving as a bicycling instructor at a training exercise. The attorney claims instead that Tipping was beaten to death by fellow officers.
Was beaten to death by fellow officers.
I didn't know if you were my fault. I'm a definitely really quick. In June, speaking at a police commission meeting, LAPD Chief Michael Moore claimed Tipping had not suffered any laceration to the head and stood by the department's story that his death had come about as an accident. Per the LAPD, while Tipping was giving a demonstration that involved grappling from a high height with another officer, both fell to the ground, resulting in a catastrophic injury to Tipping's spinal cord. The other officer did not die. At a July news conference, Gage showed reporters MRI scans revealing that Tipping had staples in his head due to the injuries he sustained leading up to his death. Gage also cited sworn declarations from a nurse and a paramedic and alleged that Tipping had suffered spinal cord injuries, a collapsed lung, broken ribs, and liver damage consistent with being fatally beaten. When you look at all these horrific injuries, the truth is something went seriously wrong here, Gage said. I cannot fathom anything other than a severe beating. You're right, true song. In June, Gage first filed a damages claim against the LAPD on behalf of Tipping's mother, Shirley Huffman, alleging that he had been beaten to death as part of a training exercise to simulate a mob. According to the claim filed by Gage, Tipping died after being repeatedly hit in the head, causing bleeding and multiple fatal neck fractures. So it's literally a gang. He was getting jumped in. You get jumped in. Sounds like an accident? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, and just really quick, truth or wrong, my position is that I don't hate on electoral politics. If you focus exclusively on electoral politics, you are a liberal and are useless. But I think the most powerful thing in terms of what the masses can do to really change material conditions is labor unions and general strikes and wildcat strikes. January 6th was allowed because they feared a general strike coming and wanted the pretension to station the National Guard in DC. That actually makes sense. Why would you do grappling at a dangerous height? Well, getting hazed, yeah. Imagine you're the police doing a training exercise and the police start whipping your ass. Gage and the LAPD did not immediately respond to requests for comment on Gage's Monday claims. The allegations against the LAPD suggesting officers may have killed Tipping because of his investigation come amid years of whistleblowing and reports about shadow gangs within the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. These gangs, so this is actually directly related to the LAPD gangs, okay. These gangs allegedly comprise a sort of shadow government within local law enforcement to cover up officers' crimes. As of July, at roughly the same time Gage and the LAPD were disputing the circumstances that led to Tipping's death, LA County Sheriff Alex Villanueva's former chief of staff publicly admitted he'd once belonged to the alleged Grim Reaper deputy gang with the county sheriff's department. Interesting. Ellie, you can jump into chat with us. I'm gonna read this, and then me and Bink are gonna talk about this next story, and then you can jump into chat with us. I just want to do this really quick. They compare January 6th to the War of 1812 when GB came and burned most of the White House to the ground. Yeah, fuck yeah. And then they made the niggas rebuild and paint that shit. But anyway, in August 2020, the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors paid a $5.5 million settlement to a young woman who said an LA County Sheriff's Department had raped her in 2017 when she was 15. The detective in question had faced 2 prior allegations of sexual misconduct that included committing a lewd act with a child and unlawful sexual intercourse. The Los Angeles Times recently reported on the LAPD's history of systematically declining to discipline officers for sex crimes and then concealing these crimes from the public. This is not an LAPD problem. This is a PD problem. BPD has the same exact problem. They do this, and they also have a piss poor um, track record when it comes to dealing with cases of sexual assault, especially when it comes to sex workers. Yeah, a young woman is a 15-year-old. Fuck out of here. Yeah, child. Thank you, Antithesis. So, um, I wanted to say something. I forgot what. Anyway, acts of this is just like with the fucking the SROs, the school resource officers, right? All these weird ass right wingers are talking about how the teachers are the ones trying to turn your kids trans so they could groom them and fuck them. When whole T, it's the police. You know what I mean? Acts of sexual and domestic violence perpetrated by police officers aren't uncommon, despite how protecting rape victims is frequently inappropriately cited as a reason police need more funding. Just last month, the Tampa Bay Times reported that a Newport Richey police officer faced no charges for sexually assaulting a teen in his custody in July. It wasn't until earlier this year that Congress finally passed a law to close a loophole that had for years allowed officers to rape people in their custody with impunity by simply claiming encounters were consensual. If true, Gage's allegations about Tipping's death and the alleged gang rape that Tipping may have been investigating are part of a chilling pattern of law enforcement officers abusing their power to not only commit sexual crimes, but cover them up and shield each other from accountability. And it's at this point, I don't think I have to tell you all that a lot of the women who are the targets and are the survivors and victims of these types of activities are indigenous and black and Latino women. The forgettables. Who gives a fuck about those women, right? Who gives a fuck about the browns and the blacks? They're here for our consumption and our entertainment anyway. So that's that on that. Let's talk to Bink real quick. What's good, Bink?
What's good, twin? Is my mic okay?
Yeah, your mic's alright.
Um, Damn, my mic sounds scuffed as fuck.
It's alright. if it's scuffed, I'll just fucking repeat what you. I can understand you. It's all good.
I just sent you an article.
You did. Cool. I got one pulled up.
That's not about the Jamaica shit. That's actually more like related to like what you just talked about.
Oh, okay.
That's I've talked about her before, but the Joan Little case.
Joan, yeah, I'm gonna share this in chat too for anyone. So if you like, trigger warning, obviously, fucking sexual assault. If you don't have the headspace for that right now, then understand. But if you want to understand more about this topic, I'm dropping a link in chat right now, and I'm gonna drop a name in chat that you should research to see what happened with him. His name was Daniel Holtzclaw. Absolutely disgusting piece of shit, like human monster. But he had a badge and a uniform and a gun, so
yeah. Okay, because my brain is not fucking working right now. Okay, so just to short story short, people who did not want to read that, that's pure trigger warning for like hardcore racism, like almost to like almost caricature level like racism. Like it's bad in that article.
I mean, I see 1975 on there, so
yeah, but also for mentions of sexual assault, of a minor
Oh
in
yeah.
there. Um, just giving you that basically short story short, um, Joan, and I have to preface this by saying that I'm not trying to slander her or nothing or be like, well, to paint her in a bad light, but it goes full circle. The way I'm gonna talk about to summarize it, basically, Joan was a troubled teen, and she broke into this guy's house while with her brother. They both got arrested. Her brother snitched on her. She goes to
Thanks for the
jail,
subscription and everything.
and she goes to an all men's prison, and she's basically the spectacle of the prison. They actually never gave her like um they made her like had to dress in front of them. They
Oh,
made they only gave her like one bed sheet instead of two, so she had to rip it up and make it a curtain because they would always stare at her. So she was a pure spectacle to them. And mind you, she's like 17, 18 for real. Um, and what happened is that the fucking shit ass pig um forces her to give oral and with it by using an ice pick, and she grabs the ice pick and stabs him and escapes the prison. And the law that was enacted, right? Because you know, like there's fugitive laws and shit like that. The law that was enacted was an old like Wild Wild West law that said shoot on sight, basically. So she, being in the community for real, went to the people them like, what the fuck should I do? And they're like, turn yourself in, sadly. And then she turned herself in, and that article goes over the whole entire thing of what happened, but also goes over the community response. Because this is in North Carolina, I believe, North or South Carolina, this whole thing happened. And it goes over about how, like, there was racist ass white people saying fuck nigga shit and being racist ass foreheads, and how, like, it's really bad. It's really really graphic in the language that they use. Um, feminists, feminists, and people who are advocating for racial equality actually sing kumbaya for this case in particular, because she was finna get prosecuted for self defense. And people would say it's murder, but they sing kumbaya. But even in the article, it showed like white feminists were really not on close for real, and they said some wild ass fucking shit. And then also go over how normalized it was to assault black bodies in
right.
any way, shape, or form. And how like the people of that area was like, why the fuck are we hyping this up for real? Like we don't always do this. But that's that. Let's go over the Jamaica shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you want to give some backstory on that, because this is just talking about like the new revelations in the case. I don't know if they actually. Yeah, there's nothing. I'm
Okay.
gonna read this first because it's short, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah,
Let me
for
pull it
sure.
up. It says, Donnelly Donaldson's blood was found on curtains, sneakers inside cop boyfriend's apartment. The Home Circuit Court this morning heard that DNA on a toothbrush belonging to social media influencer Donnelly Donaldson matched forensic evidence found in the apartment of her boyfriend, Constable Noel Maitland. Prosecution indicated that bloodstains were found on curtains and on a pair of sneakers inside Maitland's Chelsea Manor, St. Andrew apartment. The court heard that Donaldson's mother, Sophia Lugg, who was in court, handed over the toothbrush to investigators, and forensic analysis was conducted against bloodstains collected inside the apartment. Maitland, who is charged with murder, was this morning hit with the additional charge of preventing the lawful burial of a corpse. A bail application is expected to be heard from Maitland's attorney, Christopher Townsend. Maitland's father arrived in the courtroom at 11:55 a.m. just before the break. The bail hearing resumed at 12:10 p.m. Donaldson was last seen at Constable Maitland's New Kingston apartment on July 11th. She was reported missing on July 13th. The police had indicated that investigations concluded that Donaldson was killed on July 12th between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Meanwhile, earlier Donaldson's supporters today staged a protest as Maitland appeared in court for her murder. They are against the granting of bail to Maitland. So this is from yesterday.
Yeah. Um. So this is in Jamaica. For context, I'm first generation American. All of my families look like Jamaican, unless you're married in. And I, due to a lot of my family being in Jamaica and my family being like immediate from Jamaica, I hear them talk about the political climate of Jamaica very very often. So this came across in conversation with my family, and I really think this should be talked about more, not necessarily just to like bring awareness to her murder, but also to inspire social awareness in Jamaica. I know that people are actually backing them, because I do feel like sometimes when it comes on to um people of other like ethnicities and countries, that they kind of feel like, damn, we're not really getting back for real, because their effort isn't a spectacle, right?
Right.
Like no shade to like the Iranian woman doing this shit, but that as if the U.S. never went into Iran, right, then nobody really would be giving a fuck what's going on.
Low
Like
key, high key.
literally the only thing about like this, the U.S. right, the West works in a way that it they say they dictate what's good enough to talk about. That's basically the point, right? The US fondled in Iran's business. So now forward, whatever goes on in there is quote unquote our business and
Right.
quotation marks, right? So when it comes on to Jamaica or in other countries when they're having protests, right? Rather it be versus autocracy or hardcore capitalism and exploitation, whatever the form of against protest will be. Oh yeah, whatever form of repression it may be against, right? Better way of saying it. If it's not a spectacle for in the West eyes, and it's not going to be talked about. That's just
Right.
plain point period, right? So with that being said, us as leftists hyping this up and being like, "Hey, yo, bitch, we see you, we back you," would mean a lot, especially when it comes on to like currency. Yes, money. Open up your pocketbooks, bitch. It's cheap as fuck to donate to Jamaica. I'm telling you this right now. It is cheap as fuck, and I mean like dirt poor cheap, like that ass cheap, like $5, even $1 high key means a lot in Jamaica just because the devaluing of like that currency. Like what is it? $1 is basically the equivalent of like $13-$20 down there.
Some dumb
Right.
just ask what organizations are good to donate to.
Or I would have to I'm not even gonna hold you. I would say donate to Donna, but I would have to look up her Facebook for you. For it. Um um what happened is that with the story, they're due to the mass amount of poverty that is in Jamaica. Jamaica is number one in poverty rate in the Caribbean. Right, number one in poverty. I believe it's 70 to 80%. I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it's some way high up there. And due to that, the cops, of course, are dickheads because cops
Naturally.
are pigs everywhere,
Right.
right? But that also means there's more infiltration of gangs into the police, right? And with this situation, um, Donnelly is an influencer. From my understanding of the situation, she would be like, for those who know what this is, you know what I'm talking about. It seems like she was a video vixen, if that makes like
Yeah.
basically like the video girls. Like for those who don't know what that is, basically like if you watch like a hip hop or like a rap video and it's like a girl, like a pretty girl that's in the video, that's a video vixen. Right. So that's what it seemed like she was. Um on a dance hall and reggae scene. And her boyfriend was a cop. And they they found out that she was murdered because she was very close with her mother. Family is very big in Jamaican culture, regardless if like beef or not. Like that's
I feel like
very,
just
very big.
the whole African
Um,
diaspora family is real big. Honestly.
yeah, I feel it. Um, but she's really, really, really close with her mom, and every time she would go over her boyfriend's house, she would tell her mom, and she would basically be back the next day or the same day. And she went over her boyfriend's house and she never came back. It was really 2, 3 days past. And that's when, they said that the phone was called, right? So she's seen go into the man's house and she doesn't come back out. But you see a whole bunch of people going inside of the house and a big couch leaving the house. And what it seems like, and this is also why he's getting charged for like fucking up a burial, the rightful burial of a person, is because he basically called his people them and was like, "Ayo, um, it was like, ayo, this shit happened. Ayo, come help me out." And they put her body inside of the couch, left his apartment, and then right after that went to a burial home. And allegedly, I don't know if this is true or not, but it seemed like they cremated her body, and that's why they can't find it like at all.
I was just reading in this thing I just pulled up that he had accomplices that like helped him retrace his steps and everything. That's why I was trying to figure out like what
Yeah,
like and that makes sense why they charged him with preventing a proper burial.
yeah. So all of that happened, and because um news media in Jamaica is really like more decentralized, I guess I would say. Um they a lot of like bloggers, quote unquote, right, are reporting on the situation. And one of the friends of Donna Lee came out against the department, the police department, and basically exposed the fact that they're crooks, right? And they actually let me pull it up so you can put on the screen actually. Hold
Right
on.
on.
They She did a public statement and basically said that him being like the sheriff basically, right? Um said that, well, actually, um where is it? Where the fuck is this shit, bro? He was like, well, actually, these bloggers are just trying to do drama and they're doing fake news.
Wow.
They literally said that straight up, like, ain't nobody was gonna expose his ass. but like that's what's going on right now. And um I'm looking for it right now. Is this it? No, that's not it. But I'm surprised I didn't link it to y'all. Hold on.
Yeah,
Excuse
these
me.
motherfuckers are sleazy. Like, it's just abolish the police, man. Just abolish the police.
Yeah. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Here you go.
Did you
But
DM
yeah,
it to me or is it in
I'm DMing it right now.
uh put it in
Um, yeah, it's DM'd right now. But yeah,
so
he did that, and people are actually organizing like protests to protest his bitch ass. I think the prime minister may have made a statement. I'm not sure, but they for sure really tried it, and
damn, so this is from
people
two
who are,
fucking months ago.
yeah, it's been big, and it's been a big hot topic because if you was to scroll all the way to the bottom, there's someone who made a tweet about um femicide, which is basically talking about how there's been a huge increase in um murders of women in the Caribbean, and it's
Yeah,
literally like,
I'm gonna just read it real quick.
yeah,
She said, Raisa Joseph said, femicide in the Caribbean is very real. If your life is not stolen, you experience violence in your workplace, in your home, in your relationships, and in spaces where social justice should prevail.
yeah. I already told you. I'm not gonna say it on stream, because I think it's more personal. But I already told you like this shit with like my grandma already. So like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it, yeah. So it is a thing where the abuse of women,
Damn, so she did
regardless
a
of what her
music video
topic
with
is.
Bounty Killer. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she's. I mean, I don't want to say she's known, but like she's been around.
I
So
don't know if
like
video vixen's a
Jamaica,
word, but like she had a career doing like modeling and video stuff.
yeah. I wouldn't say video vixen is like inappropriate, but I
Yeah,
think
that's
that's
what
the
I
most
was just
like.
about to. Yeah, like I kind of feel like there's like a negative connotation. Video vixen.
Yeah, yeah. So just for context, video vixen is like a slur, low key, like
Damn, my
comparative
fault.
to like Jezebel. Like it's not a slur, but
It's just
like
gross.
yeah, like it
Just
has a very
nasty.
negative connotation only because there's like a correlation between Jezebel being a thing and then like I want to say like 70s. I don't want to say 70s for real because music videos weren't really popping for real. I want to say like 80s, 90s for real. Like being in music videos was really popping. So like because it was popping for real, there's like a transition between like blatant Jezebel type beat to
Yeah.
like being a video vixen. Modeling is negative in Jamaica. No,
No,
video vixen
the term
is a
video
term.
vixen. It's like almost
Yeah.
uh there's nothing I could even like I would say the word slut, but it's like it's not as bad as that.
It's like okay, so like there's actually a movie about it. I forgot what the movie is called, but basically video vixen is like the idea that you're basically a cam girl, but you're not like doing like sex work.
I was
Like
gonna say
you're
probably like that's like e girl, you know what I mean? Like cam girl is probably
yeah, like
equivalent to video vixen.
you're
It's
like
not that
video
it's
vixens
negative,
are like
it's just belittling what it is the work you actually do.
Yeah, like oh yeah, remember that in music videos where they had women as all eye candy. Yeah, that's what video vixen is. You're eye
Yeah.
candy. But they're like very particular and like as I said, the transition between it being like in clubs, right? Like in order to see it like black women sexualized like blatantly, right? You have to like go to club or like go on to like a lot of black women were prostitutes, right? Against their will, practically, right? Because they're material conditions. So it went from that to you are a cam girl, basically, like a video vixen, and that's the only way I could like describe what she was at the like in ease, basically. Like she was the pretty girl in the video, basically. So um yeah, so femicide and stuff like that is extremely common. They always have a lot of time to use light skins or women mostly sexualized the darker skinned women. Yes, especially in Jamaica, but I don't know to what extent because the okay, think about it like this. The histories in different places make their relations really difficult to kind of like talk about because the level of like light skin fetishization here is like different than like in other countries, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. And especially with like bleaching being very popular for those who don't know, like I mean no, but like it wouldn't like I know you mean like more in the US, but like that still wouldn't mean it would not be true in Jamaica. Cause they are light skinned, like being light skinned is like the beauty standard, period. Like you being a proud dark skinned woman, they looking down upon you, regardless of like
Right.
representation or no shit. Like everybody permanent here for real. That's why nobody really likes Spice, the dance hall queen, like that. Actually, shout out to that movie for real. Shout out to that movie. Anybody who really want to watch a movie for real and kind of get the energy of like what the fuck we're talking about, right? Watch Dance Hall Queen. That is a movie from like the 80s, I believe. And it's about a woman who has kids and she needs to make money. So she goes to dance hall, which is basically like the clubs in Jamaica, but it's outside majority of the time. She goes to dance hall in order to make money. So that's a really, really good book. Not book, but a movie. Um, but to basically round it up. Oh, you need to play the statement by the what the police department.
There we go. Yeah, let me play this.
We'll continue to provide
Yeah.
updates to Donna Lee's mother and the rest of the family.
Why are Twitter
Case
videos
progress-
like this, yo? When you first start the video, that bitch is always in like 120p for no reason.
Let me go on mute.
We'll continue to provide updates to Donna Lee's mother and the rest of the family.
It's loading and
Case
shit. Like, what is
progressing.
this, yo?
I believe it is also appropriate that I highlight the challenges we face when conducting an investigation in an atmosphere where fake news abounds. When I use the term, I'm not referring to news with inaccuracies. I'm referring to fabricated and misleading stories in relation to an investigation.
Wow.
Every time these fabrications are published, they not only divert the attention of the police, but they further traumatize the grieving family and loved ones and enrage the genuinely concerned. It begs the question, whose agenda does this serve? These fake news elements do not serve the interests of the family. They don't serve the interests of law enforcement, and they do not serve the interests of justice. When fake news muddies the water and causes people to lose faith in the integrity of the judicial process, it only benefits the guilty.
Wild. That's fucking wild.
It's it's bad down there.
I guess
So
this
like,
is Chantal Blake McCullough is this woman's name, who also has been missing for apparently.
yeah,
I guess her husband, she was reported missing January 6th this year. And the person she
yeah.
was last seen with was her husband. It's
It's no, like it's literally like it's basically mass murder at this point. Like it's literally a handful of people every week.
I want to read this quote
Like
real quick.
it's really bad.
It says, I'm going to read this quote in this paragraph.
Hmm.
The most common form of violence experienced by women globally is physical violence inflicted by an intimate partner. On average, at least 1 in 3 women is beaten, coerced into sex, or otherwise abused by an intimate partner in the course of her lifetime. Within the Caribbean, violence against women is pervasive. There are examples of Caribbean women being killed by a partner or former partner, and local media reports almost daily. 2016 through 2019 survey of intimate partner violence conducted by UN Women showed that in Grenada, 29% of women said they had experienced physical and or sexual, what the fuck is this? Physical and or sexual violence. In Suriname, the percentage was even higher. In Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago, the percentage of women suffering physical and or sexual violence at the hands of their partners were 28% and 30% respectively. So that's like 1 in 3.
Yeah, it's 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 bad, y'all. Um, as I said, I think us showing support for everyone's rebellion, right, is very, very important. And I think that, first of all, let's run this back. There's very, very particular ways you're supposed to talk about these things. Do
Right.
not go around here talking about, oh, well, Caribbean people are abusive. No, run that back and keep
That's
that
a
to yourself.
patriarchy problem. That's not a Caribbean problem.
Don't, yeah, don't go around and saying shit like that because that's forehead ass shit, and that's 100% irresponsible and 1,000%
Anti-black.
inherently, yeah, and anti-black. Don't do that. So
What up, UD?
I will say I will keep y'all updated for real. I'm gonna get Donna's Facebook. Yes, she only uses Facebook. It's old people. But Donna, um she builds houses for people in Jamaica. And she also gives food out, excuse me, on pure mutual aid time. Like she bought someone a fridge because they didn't have a fridge before. Like she uses the money that she gets to help people out in her community. And I also would like to put just to go back to the topic real quick, to put it into perspective. I believe Jamaica has like around, yeah, 3 million people on the island. And mind you, the island is extremely small compared to like the majority of states in the US, I would argue. So you can literally drive for like an hour and a half and be like at the other side of the like island, high key.
That's wild.
So the amount of like abuse and shit, or how like people are starving and shit, it's like that's your people at that point. Like it's literally like it's people who are like across the, like across the street, high key. It's not like how disconnected like Americans are,
Yeah.
or in people in other countries where it's like, oh well, there's a highway or some shit. Like Jamaica literally just got their highways, high key. So like, yeah, so just just to wrap it
What
up,
up,
y'all.
Tegma?
I'm probably gonna stream in a hot minute when my mic comes tomorrow. So y'all look out for that. Be coming out for the
Give you a shout
stream.
out real quick, just so everybody knows what time it is.
hype the girls up. The girls been busy putting the work in as usual. I have a lot of updates for y'all. I'm gonna be talking more about Jamaican politics on my stream as well as the book club. I'm going to try to not talk about American politics because I low key have no hope in America. I'm sorry, I'm doomer pilled on that. It's gonna take a think about it like this. It's gonna take a hot minute to turn like America into anything useful.
Yeah.
But it can probably take Jamaica like maybe like the next 100 years. I would dare say 50 to be on like actual commie revolution time.
Right.
They're already BFFs with like Cuba anyway, so like it's not that much of a stretch.
I hope that shit happens before the planet like burns.
Before the planet burns to death.
Shit.
But but yeah. So that's gonna be happening. We're gonna do more link with bank, y'all. Chat, please. Hold Endless accountable.
We will do
Um
more links with Bink.
I
People want to
I
see it. I want to do it. But we're gonna make it happen.
man, longer than I'm 50 years, man, longer than yeah, cause okay, the issue is in my opinion, as a person whose family is from like a developing country,
The take with
I
Tegma.
pers-
The take with Tegma though. That
the
sounds like
take with
something.
Tegma.
That sounds
No,
like
we
something.
we can't we can't accept Tegma. Tegma is isn't allowed to be a token yet. We have to tokenize Tegma for all of that.
Tegma's
You
one of
have
the
to be
good ones.
initiated. Yeah, he's talking. Tegma's
Tegma
one of the
speaks
good
so
ones.
well. I mean,
But real quick, I personally believe if the West really wasn't on capitalism, no, not even capitalism, if the West wasn't on colonialism and imperialism time still, I genuinely believe that a lot of countries would be communist right now. But because the West has their fingers in literally everything, from like local shit to like government shit to corporations, a lot of countries can't really do shit because that shit gonna get infiltrated. We literally
yeah,
like have the meme of like FBI or like CIA doing fuck nigga shit all the time. So like that's the only reason why I said like 50 for like 100 years high key. Cause
yeah,
we already Jamaica's already saying fuck you to the US, not the US, the UK, specifically like England, saying, "Bitch, we want to be a democracy. Get the fuck off my dick."
right.
Actively. So, short story short, y'all follow me. We're bouncing ass on Halloween, because Halloween. Also, y'all donate to me high key because I want birthday money, and I also need to like have birthday money because I'm a poor college student. So support me.
Happy belated.
Um, yeah, my birthday was yesterday, y'all. Happy belated, thank you. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm gonna stop keeping up y'all time. I need to go to sleep. I got class in the morning. So y'all later.
Peace. That was Bink, everybody. Got the link with Bink followed by the take with Tegma. That actually, I'm kind of liking that. I'm kind of liking the sound of that. I'm not even gonna hold you. I've been like me and Fade. I used to talk all the time about like doing like back when before back when Alec was still alive. We were talking about doing like a leftist Chads panel. Now like my ideal like fucking just like chill bro panel be like me, Fade, Arun, Tegma, and fucking Madi. Even though Madi's not really a bro. Um, I don't know. I just fucking no. But yeah, let's do some Bayou Boys shit now. Bayou Boys, Bayou Boys. Before we do that, though, so you guys know I want to do this. I have this idea for this thing called I'm gonna call it Baltimore. Basically, just gonna be me, just talking about Baltimore history, and I want to do labor history as part of that. At least like Baltimore labor history. And in the spirit of that, there's this video that I wanted to watch but haven't yet, from Anansi's library. And I figured I got y'all, and I found this in one of the 87 fucking tabs of the like 9 windows that I have open on my right screen because I have ADHD. Let's check it out. Yo, Joe Lewis. Thanks for the raid, big bro. Let me talk to y'all for a minute. I'm in the cemetery. A lot of y'all already know who I am. For those who don't, I established this platform as a safe space for black revolution. I established the Endless Cemetery platform as a safe space for black revolutionaries and people sympathetic to black revolutionary thought. I myself am an anarcho. I cannot fucking speak today. Hold up. Before I holler at y'all for a minute, let me fucking kill this sun kiss, and then I can, once I get my whistle a little wet, I got you. Alright, here we go. I am Endless Cemetery. This platform has been established as a safe space for black revolutionaries and black revolutionary thought. I myself am an anarcho-communist with anarchona tendencies. I am all about abolition, obviously primarily police abolition, prison industrial complex abolition, all of the permutations of things that are under that category of abolition, anarchona, etc., gender abolition, military industrial complex abolition, destruction of unjust hierarchy, support black women. That's what I'm on. That's the time we on here. Hope you enjoy your stay. Let's learn.
We don't talk about black labor movements enough. It's almost really weird to me that we don't, or at least not more often, the same way a lot of white leftists don't read any black writers or revolutionaries.
That was a bar right there, because we all know that's true.
Though they still claim to stand the Black Panthers, name 5 of their best albums and composers. I think most frustratingly it's the slavery era that's really left out, which is annoying because the slaves fighting against rising capitalism and their place within its systems are templates for many of our struggles today. Slave rebellions were actually surprisingly successful and definitely belong somewhere within the left understanding of labor relations and slave classes under capitalism, which still exist. For this video, I'm going to walk you through a sort of short summary of black labor movements from the past and present, from slavery to unions. If you want to help me make videos like this one, you can go to my Patreon. You can go to my Patreon and become one of my patrons, which was a surprisingly difficult sentence to say. Yeah, the point is, go to my Patreon and make sure I can pay my rent. Thank you. The elegance and some would say folly of Du Bois's general strike thesis rests upon its simplicity. Slaves are workers. As workers, slaves constantly struggled with their masters not only over their working conditions, but also over their legal and social status as human beings.
The only gripe that I have with this analysis is that, just like in Gramsci's Black Marx, which is, you know, a pamphlet, it's very short. I'd recommend reading it. I might read it on stream. But, I think that it's folly to conflate a slave with a worker. Slaves are not workers and workers are not slaves. No, Joe. Fuck out of here.
The end game for any slave insurgency was not just to own the means of production, but to own one's very self. This yearning for freedom found its climax during the American Civil War, where slaves increasingly ran away, took up arms against their masters, and intentionally sabotaged and disrupted global cotton production. These actions were not accidents. They were a form of politics. They emanated from a class-conscious slave community, intentionally sabotaged and disrupted global cotton production, ran away, took up arms against not just to own the means of production, but to own one's but also over their elegance.
Oh my god. Thank you for that. Thank you, Joe. I'm gonna DM you something.
The elegance and some would say
too.
folly of Du Bois' general strike thesis rests upon its simplicity. Slaves are workers. As workers, slaves constantly struggled with their masters not only over their working conditions, but also over their legal and social status as human beings. The end game for any slave insurgency was not just to own the means of production, but to own one's very self. This yearning for freedom found its climax during the American Civil War, where slaves increasingly ran away, took up arms against their masters, and intentionally sabotaged and disrupted global cotton production. These actions were not accidents. They were a form of politics. They emanated from a class-conscious slave community. For Du Bois, the general strike forced the hand of President Lincoln, turning a war to save the Union into a war to end slavery. In this way, the American Civil War should not be euphemistically romanticized as a war between the states, but instead re-understood as the most massive slave revolt in the history of the New World. Slaves freed themselves. It was a revolution, one that came and went, a splendid failure. When we talk about slave revolts, the only one that gets focused on, at least in my experience in the school system, is the Haitian Revolution. And while that's an extremely important event that shifted the conversation on slavery heavily and threw the balance of world power out of whack for a long time, it is not the only slave rebellion of its kind. In fact, slave rebellions were actually really common.
There's the net. So one thing that Joe Lewis might like this, because I talk about this a lot. The Nat Turner Rebellion was in 1830. 1830. I'm from a place called Relay. Relay is named because it was one of the first relays for the trains. Because the first trains were drawn by horse, you would have to switch out the horses at the relay to keep the trains moving. The first telegraph pole planted in the entire planet was planted in the neighborhood that I grew up in. The first and oldest multi-spanning curved stone bridge used in locomotion was built in that area. It's called the Thomas Viaduct. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull this up for you just really quick while I'm doing this analogy. So I'll show you a picture of it. This is the Thomas Viaduct. I might go there and do like a live stream from there someday when I go back home at some point. But this bridge is still in use today. There's still trains running like clockwork over it, carrying freight, carrying passengers, all that. This was built in 1835. It was finished, capstoned July 4th, 1835. 1835. This was something that was built 5 years after the Nat Turner Rebellion and works just the same as it did the day it was finished being built. And I feel like that is a great analogy for these types of power structures that we have in America. Because we had to do nothing at all. And that exists with very little maintenance, very, very far outside of the conscience of your average person. And yet, it's something that they benefit from every day, whether they realize it or not, whether they know it or not. So, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Let's finish watching this.
Turns out when you abuse a bunch of people and force them to do your labor,
Ellie, I see you. I'm gonna get you
they start getting ideas.
You remember, yo, Andrew. Andrew is one of my homeboys from that neighborhood. His grandparents lived in that neighborhood. What's up, Andrew? I remember walking across that thing too. Because when you walked across it, that's where you would, that vacant lot that was behind Dan's Biker Bar. The first time I went up that bitch, I remember, because the other kids from the hood, like Grim and them, when we were bopping, because we used to walk past that obelisk, the monument or whatever, to walk on those train tracks, and we got back in the woods and the sun was going down, and we were talking about trying to make our way back across the bridge before a train came, Because if you get stuck on that bridge when the train's coming and you can't haul ass or catch wheels, you are fucked. You better be jumping in that water or deciding which leg you want to keep, right? And one of the other homeboys was talking about, I'm more worried about coyotes than train tracks. Like, the fuck you talking about coyotes? Ain't no coyotes out here. And then by the time we got to the lot with the trees and shit, I was looking in the dirt like, damn, yo, them fox prints look kind of big. Yeah, so Relay is a hell of a place.
Those objects. And
you got trapped between 2 CSX trains on that bitch? I didn't get trapped between trains on there, but what's up, True Strong? What's the glowing thing to the side of me? This here is my lamp. This is for my headphones. My headphones are attached to this. I never got caught by trains fucking around with those tracks, but we came hella close. There was one time Jordan was trying to tell me that like you could lay down on the tracks and let the train go over you and it would just go over you and it looked cool as fuck. But I watched Final Destination with the chain hanging off the bottom of the train and shit. I said, fuck that. You've hung on to the side of bridges while trains passed over multiple times. Were you getting up or something? Because that could not fucking be me. Could not be me. The white boys in the hood, they had me fucked up. They thought I was going to be crossing train tracks like that over and over again. I was like, I'm going to go to check it out one time, and then I'll meet y'all back at home.
sometimes they get good ideas and you end up getting juked by an army of 19-year-old black kids. Hey, did you know that more than half of the slaves in the US around the time of the Civil War were... Turns out when you abuse a bunch of people and force them to do your labor with sharp objects, they start getting ideas with those objects. Right. And sometimes they get good ideas and you end up getting juked by an army of 19-year-old black kids. Facts. Hey, did you know that more than half of the slaves in the US around the time of the Civil War were younger than 16? Also, many slaves didn't live past 25 because of horrible living and labor conditions. Yep. The point is that the Haitian Revolution was not the only one of its kind. Slave rebellions in the US were fairly common. Everyone's heard of Nat Turner's rebellion. But during the Civil War, those rebellions crippled the South. W.E.B. Du Bois would be the first historian to apply a Marxist critique of what happened during these rebellions, though many historians would refuse to accept that slave rebellions won the war since it was a political hot take that was not very popular at the time.
Damn, that's not even something I considered.
In the years that followed, historians shied away from any description of the Civil War as a slave rebellion, not because it was inaccurate, but because of the interpretation's explosive politics at the time, when national leaders were trying to tamp down black activism and reunify whites in the North and South. But regardless of how popular it was, Du Bois' Marxist critique made sense, and it's still neglected in the modern day. Slave rebellions were an effort from a hyper-exploited working class trying to seize ownership of the means of production, their very bodies. Slaves were simultaneously the means of production to be seized and the workers seizing them. Right. Slaves organized their rebellions in religious gatherings and churches, similar to how Haitian slaves organized during their own religious proceedings away from the prying eyes of their masters, while providing each other with the kinds of community support needed to stage this kind of movement. While the North struggled to bolster its forces among draft riots from northern whites, escaped and rebelling slaves joined the Northern Army in droves, leading extremely successful raids like General Harriet Tubman, the first woman to lead a U.S. military operation, attacking...
Y'all ain't know that about Harriet Tubman, did you? Y'all ain't know Harriet Tubman got busy, did you? Harriet Tubman used to keep that thingy thing up on her. Harriet Tubman caught bodies. Let's talk about it.
Plantations and vital points of supply for the Confederacy, freeing more and more slaves and building their numbers as they went, while facing lynchings and torture that white Union soldiers didn't face if caught. Captured white soldiers were prisoners of war. Captured black soldiers were shot en masse by the Confederacy. Still, they fought and won the war for the North.
If you're curious about what he just said about them shooting black soldiers on sight and shooting them en masse, content warning obviously, but look up the Fort Pillow Massacre. Nathan Bedford Forrest, who was the founder of the Klan, the KKK, happened to be overseeing the massacre at Fort Pillow. Just so you understand what type of shit that is.
To see how enslaved people were able to coordinate a general strike, Henderson looks at the conditions in the Southern economy in the years before the war. He notes that many enslaved workers were not isolated on plantations, but employed in growing industrial operations. Some, particularly skilled artisans, were hired out, working in a manner similar to wage workers but without pay. Henderson writes that this practice radicalized workers by making it obvious how much value they were creating without any compensation. It also gave enslaved artisans a chance to meet and discuss their grievances together. These artisans, along with preachers and other enslaved workers who traveled as part of their jobs, formed a nexus for mobilization. Sadly, though, America's wealth in the North and South heavily relied on black labor, so slavery was not ended but amended. It became legal to own slaves as long as they were criminals, so black people were heavily criminalized more than any other population and
Prison
forced to follow
industrial
black
complex.
codes, laws which structured themselves to stamp out black activism and organizing and force them back to the same plantations and jobs they rebelled against, but now for a pittance of a pay and the threat of jail or lynching if they didn't work. Just being out in public without a job, or out after dark, sundown laws, or out in public while not actively working, loitering, or being near white women and other laws that would eventually become Jim Crow, meant that in many places black people were legally free, but faced many of the same conditions they faced before. Not much really changed. Regardless, their movement has valuable lessons for us to take away, and their struggle and legacy is still alive in all of us who came before them.
Can I just say, look at the drip of this man right here with the hat. Look at how much drip this man had.
For a lot of leftists, workers' unions are the ultimate pro-gamer move. We have an idea in our head of workers' unions being the most powerful and useful expression of workers' power, but we fail to address how, in history, plenty of unions were not for all workers, and how getting that was a struggle in and of itself. Black organizer Isaac Myers, after struggling to organize despite racism he faced, wrote, "Everywhere, the white trades union prohibits the admission of colored men as members." Don't get me wrong, I'm not anti-union. The history of race and racism within unions is an under-discussed aspect, but for a long time unions were exclusionary to non-white members, or even worked to further racist agendas against people of color. There are plenty of examples of things like white unions going on strike, being replaced by black workers for cheap because those black people were systemically barred from better pay in unions and needed jobs, then those white unions beating the shit out of black workers instead of having solidarity with them and forming a stronger union by teaming up, or white
That happened here in Baltimore.
workers rising up to do a little ethnic cleansing on POC workers, getting an even shittier deal than they are in the same job. After the Civil War, many black people faced terrible exploitative labor conditions, and sharecropping plantations were barred from skilled labor and systemically barred from organizing for their labor.
My grandmother, I'll just tell you all this because there's a lot of new people in here that might not notice about me, and I'm open about it. I share this. My grandmother's father, my grandmother who is still alive, my grandmother's father and her mother were sharecroppers in Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi, y'all might know that place for something right now. My grandmother's from there. She told me she would pick cotton from sunup to sundown 7 days a week when she was 8 years old. The only way to get out of doing that work would be to drink the spit of someone who would use spitting tobacco, because it would make you so violently ill that the master or the landlord will come and see you like exorcist projectile vomiting and not want you to fuck the cotton up doing it. And that's how you would get out of work. They had to run away when my grandmother was 12 because she was the youngest of 10 kids. They ran away at gunpoint under the cover of night.
This, combined with
my great-grandfather was a G. He pulled the fucking shoddy on the landlord and said, "I'm getting the fuck out of here with my family. And if you take one step towards me or my family, I'm blowing you all the way back there."
Anti-black workers unions created massive barriers for black people looking to struggle for better labor conditions. The Knights of Labor for a time were a union open to black membership, but they fell apart in the 1890s due to government crackdowns after the Haymarket Affair, and black workers were left looking for new options. There were exceptions to the standard segregated union, though. The IWW, International Workers of the World, actually started off desegregated when they were formed in the 1910s. Their bylaws read, "No working man or working woman shall be excluded from membership in local unions because of creed or color." Nice. And they presented a strong challenge to the American Federation of Labor's divisive methods of organizing when they were formed, on the basis of industrial unionism rather than craft unionism. Basically, craft unions organized on the basis of the job one did, whereas industrial unionism combined all the workers in a given workplace or industry into a single union. So, not everyone necessarily doing the same job, but all of them are doing this particular job they do for a specific industry or company. Alongside them, predominantly and all black unions rose to challenge the AFL and other segregated unions. An organized labor movement emerged after the Civil War in response to growing industrialization, but it was largely hostile or indifferent to the needs and desires of freed people. As a result, black workers in many cities organized their own unions or associations to represent their members' interests. In Baltimore, Maryland, for instance, Isaac Myers, 1835 to 18...
Let's run this one back because I've talked about this before. I played the Alki video on it. It's called the Chesapeake Marine Railway and Dry Dock Company. Let's run this back because y'all got to pay attention to this. It's real important.
Represent their members' interests. In Baltimore, Maryland, for instance, Isaac Myers, 1835 to 1891, who had been born to free parents in 1835, defended his fellow black shipcaulkers who lost their jobs when white workers, many of them demobilized Confederate soldiers, went to strike to demand the firing of black shipyard workers. In 1866, Myers helped to establish the Chesapeake Marine Railway and Dry Dock Company, a black-owned and operated company that gave employment to hundreds of unemployed black ship workers before it finally closed in 1883. Since white unions excluded blacks as members, Myers vigorously advocated all black unions. He saw them as a way of increasing black workers' power and also of fostering eventual alliances with trade unions. When the all-white National Labor Union refused to admit black organizations into the membership, Myers, in 1869, founded and led the short-lived Colored National Labor Union, a federation of recently formed associations of black shipcaulkers, longshoremen, hod carriers, and other laborers. But Myers' optimism about the possibility of an alliance between black and white workers did not survive the Depression of the 1870s. By 1881, he had concluded that the prejudice of white labor against blacks was simply too strong. Everywhere, he wrote, the white trades union prohibits the admission of colored men as members. As long as these organizations were effective, he argued, black mechanics would gradually drop into obscurity and the grave. It's a prime example of how workers' movements, unions, and people's movements can leave people behind and thus fail by failing to address prejudices and discrimination within its members. But I mean, so are all the queer people left or abandoned by leftist movements throughout history, but whatever. With few options for workers' representation, for a swelling black population in the North fleeing racist violence like the Tulsa Race Massacre and seeking job opportunities, black labor activists formed their own unions, such as the aforementioned Colored National Labor Union in 1889 and the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters in 1925. Another powerful union in this era was the Congress of Industrial Organizations, which was split off from the AFL in 1935 and came to represent the industries that the AFL didn't at the time represent, like steel workers, auto workers, and meat packers. The CIO also didn't hesitate to represent black workers. In 1935, several unions broke away from the AFL to form a rival labor federation, the Congress of Industrial Organizations. The CIO took the position that all workers in a given factory or industry, regardless of their specific tasks or skills, race, ethnicity, or sex, ought to belong to a single organization. The new CIO conducted extensive organizing campaigns in the late 1930s and 1940s, winning victories that produced substantial gains for their members. Success in unionizing the steel, auto, and meatpacking and other basic industries required the support and active involvement of African American workers. Failure to recruit black support would likely guarantee the loss of any union drive, and the CIO, unlike the AFL, actively sought black participation. Eventually, the American Federation of Labor, the AFL, would charter the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters, an all-black union founded by A. Philip Randolph that had gained official recognition organizing for workers' rights and civil rights in New York. They're gaining official recognition from the Pullman Company in 1935, and with it, vastly improved conditions for the workers it represented, and then President Asa Randolph's appointment to AFL-CIO Vice President in 1955 gave more weight to black unions and helped lead to the desegregation that would be achieved by the Civil Rights Movement. In fact, the Civil Rights Movement would borrow tactics from these labor movements, and figures like Asa...
Yo, Polly, thank you for the raid. You guys are coming in right in the middle of this. We're watching a video right now on black labor history in America. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Endless Cemetery. I've established this space here as a safe space for black revolutionary thought, people sympathetic to black revolutionary thought. I myself am an anarcho-communist with anarchist tendencies. I believe in all things under that umbrella as far as like abolition and anarchata shit and so forth. Like gender abolition, prison abolition, military industrial complex abolition, fucking all unjust hierarchy. Saying fuck it all. Especially capitalism. Thanks for the follow, everyone. Yo, Viv. How you doing? Hello, everyone. I'm gonna keep interacting with chat, but I'm gonna keep this video going. Even though it's not too long of it left. You guys kind of came in right towards the end, but just a video on like I said, it's on black labor in America.
Randolph and Bayard Rustin, both famous black labor activists at this time, would help organize the March on Washington. Martin Luther King and other activists not only supported unions but received massive support from them. Workers' unions provided activists with places to operate out of, transportation by various means, and were even bailed out of jail by them. After the two men met and became fast friends in 1959, the United Automobile Workers, UAW President Walter Phillip Reuther marched alongside Dr. King at Selma in Birmingham and bailed him out of jail. The UAW was a major supporter of the March on Washington, as well as other civil rights actions, and in the 1950s the union donated funds to the Montgomery bus boycott and paid bail for freedom riders arrested in 1961. The union offered Dr. King and the other organizers their union headquarters as the base of operations to plan the 1963 march and chartered trains, buses, and planes to get workers there. The AFL-CIO president...
This is a video on black labor in America, Ruan.
George Meany wavered endorsing the march, but when more than 800 protesters were attacked by police and arrested during civil disobedience actions on April 7, 1963, prior to the march, the UAW sent $160,000 in bail money to free them. Reuther himself was the only white person to speak at the podium at the march itself, using the platform to demand freedom for the nation's second-class citizens, frame civil rights as a matter of common decency, and make fiery allusions to the evils of racist government officials following Dr. King's assassination. Reuther marched alongside Coretta Scott King in Memphis and donated $50,000 to the striking sanitation workers that Dr. King worked so hard to help. And that is a very brief history of black workers' unions.
And at some point I want to cover like the black sanitation workers, because that's been like an ongoing thing in American history, not just during the civil rights movement, like DPW and stuff.
On brief. The history is long and complicated, and I would highly recommend looking into figures like Bayard Rustin and Asa Randolph and checking out books like Ben Fletcher, The Life and Times of a Black Wobbly. And remember that these videos are not the end of the topic. I'm a study partner, not a teacher. Keep reading and learning, and in the meantime, check out Patreon to see the scripts of these videos early and other bonus content and stuff like that.
I also want to. I'm gonna run this back for y'all because
result black.
I'm gonna run this part back for y'all because there's new people in here, and I'm from Baltimore, and I gotta flex all the time that Baltimore is the greatest city in the world. But here we go.
Workers in many cities organize their own unions or associations to represent their members' interests.
Everybody, make sure you're paying attention. Listen real close now. Listen up. Pull your chair up. Let's listen.
In Baltimore, Maryland, for instance, Isaac Myers, 1835 to 1891, who had been born to free parents in 1835, defended his fellow black shipcaulkers who lost their jobs when white workers, many of them demobilized Confederate soldiers, went to strike to demand the firing of black shipyard workers. In 1866, Myers helped to establish the Chesapeake Marine Railway and Dry Dock Company, a black-owned and operated company that gave employment to hundreds of unemployed black ship workers before it finally closed in 1883.
He doesn't mention that. He doesn't mention this in this video, but Frederick Douglass actually worked for this co-op.
Since white unions excluded blacks as members, Myers vigorously advocated all black unions. He saw them as a way of increasing black workers' power and also of fostering eventual alliances with trade unions. When the all-white National Labor Union refused to admit black organizations into the membership, Myers, in 1869, founded and led the short-lived Colored National Labor Union, a federation of recently formed associations of black shipcaulkers, longshoremen, hod carriers, and other laborers. But Myers' optimism about the possibility of an alliance between black and white workers did not survive the Depression of the 1870s. By 1881, he had concluded that the prejudice of white labor against blacks was simply too strong. Everywhere, he wrote, the white trades union prohibits the admission of colored men as members. As long as these organizations were effective, he argued, black mechanics would gradually drop into obscurity and the grave.
So yeah, there's that. For people who don't know what ship caulking is, so to make a ship seaworthy, you have a boat that's made out of wood. You have to seal that boat. Obviously, it's not like one solid piece of wood, right? You gotta fuse them together somehow. And it's actually, you know what? I'm fucking explaining it to you like I don't literally have the internet right in front of me that just fucking show you. So, this is ship caulking. Get the cotton in there first. Then you hit it with the paraffin.
This is a pound of caulking, of cotton caulking that I've purchased, and it comes wrapped in paper like this, and I've just broken it open, and I'm going to roll it out in a special way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it up in a ball like this, just like rolling yarn, I guess, like your mom would roll yarn. This enables me to put it inside a bucket, and I'm going to have 2 or 3 of them down inside the bucket, and I'm going to feed them out of the bucket hanging around my neck into the seam. Well, that just happens that it ended right there, and that's fine with me. So there's one in the bucket, and you can see I've got others in the bucket, and I've got my tools
that's so much cock.
be using. Let's get started. What I've got is the bucket hanging around.
That's a
my
long
neck.
cock.
You can see the wind's blowing. If this was much longer than this, the wind would be flapping it all over the place and start pulling it in half, and I'd have a hard time keeping that nice, neat shape that's necessary in order for me to make it neat as it goes in. Now, I've started it in the seam here, trying to make it as organized and neat as possible to make each loop the same size and length. So I'm gathering the same amount up. I'm pulling it up with my iron, scraping the paint job until I feel the seam. Tap it once and again. You try to make everything you do like this rhythmic if you can, because rhythmic allows you to be able to coordinate one hand with the other. You know, the rhythm is like coordinating 2 people. Well, it helps me coordinate my left hand with my right hand if I can keep a rhythm going. Takes 2 little taps, one to make sure it's in the seam without damaging the seam, and one to set it back far enough so you can pull your iron out without pulling the cotton out with the iron. This is my making iron right here. It's a little bit wider. Rhythmic. Like I said, I'm not putting the iron on top of the cotton out here and trying to push it in. The cotton would be alongside the iron on both sides. It'd make a mess of the seams. I could miss the seams. What I'm doing is I've got the iron behind the cotton. I sneak up on it a little bit. You can see it sucking the cotton down in front of the iron. The part that the iron's not even touching. You suck it into the slot. Maybe I can make a tune.
This is low-key ASMR. That long cock ASMR.
So you've seen a little bit of the technique that I'm using to get this cotton into the seams and then set it or make it into place. And I'm working from my right to the left. Now, if the seam was very, very much wider, I would have to work from my left to the right, and I would actually be packing the loops underneath the other loops. It's a totally different technique. I can't demonstrate it on this boat here because I don't have seams like that. But now I'd like to also tell you about why it's done this way. I mean, I suppose you could just take and twist the cotton and hang it out like this and probably beat it in there, but you can't control.
Trucker Carlson? God damn, dude.
Control how much cotton you're getting
Oh
in.
my God.
This allows you to be able to control how much cotton you're picking up in a loop, how wide the loops are apart, and all those kinds of things in order to fill the seam up properly.
Low tech, what do I need to get over? What you talking about?
When it's pounded in there, it actually has, it's almost like faceted because it's got a little bit more cotton in one spot, then a little bit of a not a void, but a little bit thinner spot, and then a little bit more cotton, and a thinner spot, and a little bit more. And the idea of it is it's in there in lumps. It has to be in there in lumps, so that these seams up here being above the waterline, and this.
Thank you for whoever did that, because I was getting ready to ask him if he knew who the Supreme Court Justice was.
Boat doesn't work very much. It's not necessarily important in this case, but in a lot of cases, when the boat
Van Runner strikes again.
wants to twist, the planks actually saw back and forth on each other like this. You see, as the boat wants to twist, they call it sawing up the cotton. So the cotton being in lumps, the lumps sink in to the cedar on both sides, and it gets a grip on the plank so that there's a resistance to the planks going back and forth this way. Obviously, there's a resistance in this manner also, but the big one you're looking for in like a big sailboat that's under tremendous stress is to stop the planks from sawing in this direction here. So over the cotton in the top sides of this boat, we're going to use an above water seam compound. It's white, made by Interlux. It kind of dries up to be somewhat elastic, and yet will sand and those kind of features, so that eventually the top side seams could be made to almost disappear using this product. So I've got some of the seam compound on a little pallet here, and I'm just squeezing it into the seams with a very flexible putty knife, because the flexible putty knife will lay down flat with pressure without you having to lay the putty knife down. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze it in there, and I'm not happy until as I squeeze it, I see it building up on the other side. That way I know it's got a hydraulic pressure, and it's all the way in the back of the seam. I'm just going to pick this up by pushing the knife. That's the way to clean it up, not by pulling the knife. Strike the seam with some seam compound, and you can see I got a little reservoir in front of the knife, and I'm going right down, and I'm applying enough pressure so that...
No, I don't caulk ships. Mine is my putty knife is for getting 3D prints off the bed that get stuck to the bed.
It raises up behind the knife, and you can see that little bead there on the seam right there where it raised up. That means that the seam is full. Now, I don't need that bead to be there, but I want to see that bead rise up. Apply it back in the seam. Now I got a little reservoir on my knife, and I'm going to restrike the seam like that to see if that little bead doesn't rise up behind it. Now, it rose up right there, but it's a little deficient in here. So I'm just going to get a little bit more, and there it is behind it. See it raise up right behind it there? That way I know that seam has been filled all the way to the back. So it's going to take a year or so after the seam compound's been applied for it to really firm up properly, and then be able to, it'll squeeze some out into a little protrusion again, like you saw it behind the knife, and then next year it can be sanded a little bit, and then as the years go by, it can be made to look nicer and nicer and nicer.
Imagine, so you just saw how much work that was. Imagine doing that in hot ass sun for free. For free, for the free. Frederick Douglass. Ugh. Peace out, True Sarong. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Alright. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The PP Man cometh. The PP Man cometh. Let's go ahead and change our Twitch category. Also, I fucking snubbed the fuck out of Ellie. Let me bring Ellie in here. My bad. I've completely fucking, I like ignored the fuck out of you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was vibing. No, I was kind of infatuated with the cock and all that.
It was some nice cock, I'll say that.
Yeah. No, but it's good to be on here finally though.
Nice to have you.
No, I really enjoy your shit. So
Thank you.
Yeah, for the most part, I've been very alienated by most of like the streamer shit that I see. It's usually like entertainment these days if I ever watch anything.
Yeah.
You know, like so anything political, I've usually like, you know, just put to the side or whatever. But
Right.
now I actually saw. I think either I'd already followed you or no, I followed you on Twitter first, and then I finally saw your stream. I was like, oh my god, yeah, I'm vibing with this. So
People follow me on Twitter can go one way or the other. So I'm glad you decided.
right, decided to do both, I guess.
Yeah, decided that I'm not absolutely fucking insane.
No, really. Seriously. Some of the shit that you post on Twitter, especially these days, is like I have no context for it at all.
Yeah.
I have because I'm so alienated from all the streamer bullshit. Like I know, I
Yeah.
think the last stream that you were at, you were talking about like some bullshit that people like you were involved in. I'm just like my
Yeah.
eyes glazed over. I have
Right.
no idea.
It's yeah. Just like Tofu Ghost is saying, you probably want to stay away from that shit. Tofu
Oh,
Ghost is like
yeah.
Tofu Ghost is one of my favorite streamers for real. Like fucking when you see that comfy vibes only shit in the title, that's not a fucking joke.
Mhm. No, seriously. It's yeah. I'm glad that not only do you have the good vibes, but you also have that good education because there's really not
try.
enough of that on something like this.
I'm a
So
fucking himbo. I'm just actually willing to learn is all.
yeah. No. I'm excited to see the fucking PP man shit though.
Comfy vibes only or else.
Yes.
Fucking phone call. Damn. It's not an endless cemetery stream if ban runner doesn't get to immediately ban someone before we get to
Oh,
fucking
absolutely. It feel empty. Like any
Speak of
suspicious
the devil.
behavior blocked.
Speak of the devil, it's ban runner.
Oh shit.
Ray
Hello.
put in this work. El Chapo. We got Pee Man and El Chapo in this piece. Went ahead and
My
sent you
bad,
that crisp input.
I was taking, I was doing a little PP man myself. You feel me? I was taking a little PP while I was waiting to get in the damn chat.
Aru, what's goody, bro? You live right
What's
now?
up?
What you want right now, bro?
What's everybody up to?
I'm here. Surprised I didn't get in the VC sooner. Like not tonight, but like earlier. Like I'm surprised I didn't like. Probably because I didn't have the guts to. I was like, I don't want to bother him or whatever. But
My DMs and shits is always up.
Unless you're goofy, and then they're not.
Unless you're goofy.
Nah, I won't be goofy. Not in a bad way, anyway.
Let me get my
Damn, tonight's been based as fuck. Shout out to everybody in chat that came through to hang out and say something, say what's up.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah! Shout out to everybody in chat.
I got the fucking Joe Lewis raid
Except
and
for
I got the Poly
except-
People raid.
Except for the dude I banned.
That dude, yeah. Have a good night to everyone except that dude. That dude, I hope you eat
Yeah.
dick.
It's funny because like I knew that guy was gonna start trouble because of the
I knew it.
bot. Yeah,
I-
because on the bot where it's like he was banned in like 4 different other chats. It was,
I hit the monitor
Central
button
Committee,
ASAP.
Yo,
whatever.
I did the same thing, and you probably saw the same thing I saw. His first chat was just
His
anarcho-communist.
first chat was anarcho-communist with the laughing
Laugh
face.
emoji.
Oh yeah,
emojis?
I
Yeah.
knew some shit
Let me
was gonna
wait.
happen.
Let me
I
wait
knew.
a second. Let
Right.
me wait a second.
Hope he shits his pants in public. I hope he hits Popeyes and gets 3 biscuits and they forget his drink.
Oh god, no.
What up, Selassie? Yeah, stream is good. You had to make an airport run? I feel that. Sometimes you gotta catch that red eye. You feel me? Hold on, let me get my shit together and then we can make this run. Do I have the PP Man pistol yet? I got the PP Man. Oh, no, never mind. No, I don't.
I got the PP man P. I got a crispy new skin for my PP man P. You gotta see it. I gotta flex real quick.
Oh hell yeah.
Hold up, when I get my consumables and shit together, I'll look at it. I just prestige too, so I don't have shit. Hey, Kuma's not in here, so I don't need my antidote shot. Alright. Shout out to Kuma.
Mario Kuma at?
Yo, where the fuck is Mario Kuma? I'm the PP man. Yeah, I grew up in Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore County. That's just here. I'll show you my flag. Wait, should I lean? All right, this way.
Hey, what? Dog, you this summon that I have? Kill enemy hunters in one mission. You know how many it says? 8.
Oh.
The fuck are we going to do? Kill an 8 hunters
How?
in one mission?
That's
a lot.
That's a server wipe, yo. That's a server wipe.
They were like, "Hey, why don't you wipe the whole server for this little for one rifle?"
What, you a Steelers fan? You better not. I'm gonna ban you right
nah,
now.
Somebody's trying to get banned. What?
You better not.
Fate's already on it.
I'm about
Yes.
to.
All right. Rest in peace. It was good having you here. Thanks for coming. It's like, nah, let me chill. Let me chill.
Oh shit!
Oh. Oh my god.
I gotta make, you know what I gotta
that's
make?
great.
I gotta make that fucking, I gotta steal the gif from MF Slayer with that giant boot. The fucking-
Oh, and the guy gets kicked and yells.
yeah, and it makes the Mortal Kombat 4 noise. Oh man. You alright now. Your team is rest in peace this season though. Y'all lost fucking Big Benny Boy, Big Raplesburger, y'all lost him. Y'all don't got fucking TJ Watt. Y'all ain't got shit this season.
TJ Watt tore his titty, dude. Tore his titty.
I'm gonna be right back in like 30 seconds. I'm gonna grab me another little quick sun kiss. I'll be right back.
Y'all gotta stop bullying this. You gotta stop bullying this man. He didn't even confirm. He didn't even confirm that. He didn't even confirm the Steeler allegations, dog. Like he didn't even confirm. We just
let him put out a press conference out first.
He didn't even
before,
confirm the Steeler allegations. Everybody was like, off suspicion. Just get him the fuck out off suspicion.
Straight up. Like can't even bring out a press conference or anything. Nah.
Right.
Can't even bring
No
out the
presser.
media. Immediate Twitter ban. Immediate.
Right. No presser, no interview. This is cancel culture at work. You're seeing it. It's happening. Shit, I had the Bills. Oh, you ain't even there, Endless. I had the Bills fans coming in on Sunday talking mad shit right after, fresh off the L too, fresh off the L. So I don't follow football, but I'm a Pittsburgher at heart. Oh nah.
Oh nah.
Another ban? Uh-oh.
Maku. Shout out to Maku. Shout out to Mumbles. What's up, Mumbles? Maryland flag? It's actually not the Maryland flag. Hold on, I'll show you. It's the Baltimore County flag.
Which is in Maryland. So
Which is in Maryland, yeah.
It's a Maryland.
It's imagine the Maryland flag, but not racist. That's the Baltimore County flag.
Respect. He respects the East Coast fam. Okay. All right. Cool. Look at this Pete. Let me flex real quick.
Hold on, what you got?
Let me flex. Look at this Pete skin.
Oh, you got the Camasite moon.
This is the different Pete.
The
too.
different Pete.
Oh shit! I'm looking at the stream, so I can't really see it, but hell yeah.
So good. Yeah, the Maryland flag is
Quite
racist. To make a very long story short, the Maryland flag has two parts, right? The cross and the checker. The checker represents the Union soldiers, and the cross represents the Crossland family. All right, let's get these fuckers.
Who's red?
Chill out, chill out. Oh, they're throwing shit. They're throwing shit. They're throwing shit.
Oh shit!
Nah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Hey, yo, whatever you're thinking, rethink it. He said fair enough.
He left.
They left.
Yo. Oh shit.
Yo, I wish my fucking cam. I wish my cam wasn't blocking that chat. That was fucking hilarious.
What the fuck did they say?
He just
said,
went fair
"Okay,
enough.
Fair enough.
He
And
said
then
okay.
You just heard feet leaving. No way, dog. No
Gotta
way
respect
that just
game.
happened.
Yo, they understand Tecma's not to be fucking played with. Yo, they thought I was Tecma. That's why they dipped.
They dipped too.
They really
They, like,
dipped though.
actually dipped.
They really dipped. You only see the Maryland flag as crab stickers on cars. You can bring the person out of Maryland, but apparently can't bring the Maryland out of the person. Oh, hell yeah. Like, I'm not saying that everybody who fucks with the Maryland flag is racist. I'm saying that the flag itself, the origins of it were racist intentions. It was, I don't know if I got interrupted by that, but the Crossland Cross represents the Calvert family, which were, like, slave owners that were basically part of the Confederacy or supported the Confederacy. So the Maryland flag itself represents Maryland itself being the border state, being a slave state, but not necessarily part of the Confederacy. The Maryland flag, the currently Maryland flag, is supposed to represent peace between the Union and the Confederacy in the state. The checker representing the Union and the cross representing the Confederacy. That's the short version of it. Just Google Maryland flag racist if you want to get like the full like nitty gritty history of like the Crossland Cross, like the Calvert family and all that stuff.
Oh god, no. I mean, as someone who lives like out in fucking Missouri, like, I can imagine that there's some fucked up history in a lot of the shit that Missouri has these days. Because like, Missouri is like Missouri and Kansas were like the bloodiest fucking places in the war.
Oh yeah.
Like, it
Three
was
Ghosts.
really bad.
Yeah, it's Three Ghosts said it's the ultimate both sides flag.
For real.
Truly. But actually, boss is here.
1860 centrism.
The enlightened centrists. Wick must have fucking designed that flag.
Oh shit.
It's like, let me chill out. We're not having that type of stream tonight.
Oh god, just you talking about the history of the
Yeah.
Maryland flag reminds. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, yeah, we can overthrow capitalism, but we gotta have a conversation about that Pittsburgh shit.
You gotta have a discussion.
Yeah, we need to have a... Oh, fuck, he got me. Oh my god! Run!
Don't worry, I got the choppy.
Hold up. I got the... Oh, I'm gonna stick him. Stuck. Run. Blow up next to the barrel. Yes. No. Doesn't quite.
I got you.
No.
I got you. We're good.
Everything is blowed up though.
We don't need that dumbass shit anyway.
True. I got their fight. I gotta
Good.
find shoddy shells. Easy.
Let me find all the goofy little ways that they can get in here.
I gotta clip that though. I said I wish I would have had the chat visible. I might move my cam just so we can see chat. 'Cause that shit was fucking hilarious.
dog, this game has moments. It really does. That was one of them.
If y'all, there is a moment on this game. I gotta make it like an actual YouTube video, but we had like a UFC match in this game. Me and the two dudes I was with. The first compound we're on, we hear a gunfight, and then we hear someone just go, "Hey, chill out! Stop shooting! Stop shooting! I'm gonna stop shooting." And they start talking, and then they're like, "Hey, y'all, stop shooting! Let's just move together." And it was like all 4 of the teams in the map, all 12 of us. And we went to the first compound, and we were like, "Look, everybody, pull your med kit out, and we're gonna fist fight. Everybody, pick a representative from your team, and we're gonna fist fight. And the winner of the fist fight gets to extract with both the bounties." That shit was hilarious. I won, too. I knocked that nigga the fuck out.
Getting that bounty.
Hell yeah.
I want my bounty.
I want my bounty.
Oh, shit,
And there was that one game that we had the other day where I sliced that dude because I couldn't shoot him. So I sliced him and then he bled out.
That I know he was mad. Was that you running through the trains and shit? Yeah, it was. People here on me. Hear him?
Oh, I hear him. No, let him open that door.
It's a metal door. They gotta roll it over. Oh shit! Dumbass.
Uh-oh.
Come get your boy, yo. Come get your boy.
Pop.
Nope.
Ooh, did we get him?
We got him.
Oh, shit. I popped him.
Nice.
Easy.
I hate the fact that the stream is so far behind what I'm hearing.
Ooh, he had the snake eyes too. That's my favorite different Pete skin. I gotta take that. Look at this. Look at this different Pete skin, yo. This shit is hard. With the poker chips and the dice on it.
It's got the poker chips and the dice?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh. That does go hard. Holy shit.
Well, I'll show you. Well, I haven't unlocked it yet. When I unlock it, hopefully I can unlock it. Alright, I got
the Lord's Prayer too. I got.
Yeah, yeah. You can show them that. There's one northwest, one west, 270 and 315. Yeah, we gotta go by him. Can't go around. Let me heal up.
Oh, wait, Joe.
Did you see where the med kit was in here? I don't feel like burning.
I thought I heard feet.
There's people close. I'm just trying to figure out where this med kit is.
Oh yeah, they're upstairs. They're right upstairs.
I don't want to burn one of my fucking med kits. There it is. See it. I'm just letting y'all know I'm the pee-pee man. Whatever you're thinking, rethink it.
It's a mix of PvP and PvE. So
Yeah, it's PvE and PvP.
I want
It's
to
a
get
little column A, little column B.
I'ma just fuck it. I'ma just use the net. I can't find.
You still looking for that med kit?
I am. Did you put a trap right here? Is this your trap?
Yeah, I'll put that trap right there.
I'm still looking. Oh, never mind. I'm stupid as hell. Scrap beaks here. There's no med kits. I could have swore I saw one on the way in though. Yeah, it's PvPvE.
I got my chopstick at the ready.
Oh, I'm gonna use the last of my dark side to see where they are. We can just rush.
I got 4 seconds. I'll see. Up that way, in that direction. Southeast 135.
Bear's Tooth.
Yeah, it's the bear.
That one.
Yeah, this game is hella stressful. It's especially stressful if you're playing quick play.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention this. There's permadeath, so if you die, that's it. That character and everything he was carrying is gone.
Oh, shit.
Let's go west. To the south. Careful. We come on the other side of this fucking wall right here.
There's people. So what you want to run up on him and chop him real quick?
Let's keep moving west and make them chase, and then when they fuck up and get caught out in the open, pick them. Or we can hide in these bushes right here and chop them. I don't got the chop. Got the chop.
Yeah, I see them. There's two of them.
Right there.
They're pretty far. No, they're more this way.
Let's just do it. Let's go get the extract.
Ooh, you hear them birds?
Yeah, they're ready to get into a fight. Do we not? Because they're over there. Oh yeah, if you couldn't tell, sound is like crucial as fuck in this. You can hear gunshots from like a mile away, and you can hear feet like balls and shit. The game straight tells you that you should play this with headphones.
I think the game has really good sound design.
Yeah, and there's sound traps too, so like you can walk on broken glass and it'll make crinkling.
Yeah,
like
there's very the terrain makes very distinct sounds when it's walked on.
Yep.
So you kind of can tell where people are. Plus the directional sound is really good in this game.
Like I'm so sweaty, I can hear like this grass and shit moving and be able to tell where people are. I also got the superhuman hearing mode on in my Turtle Beaches. But
Yeah, it does take some getting used to. Like when you first hop on and you start playing, it's a little overwhelming because there's a lot of different sounds. And like I remember I'd be playing with Endless and he'd be like, people, and I'd be like, what? He'd be like, you didn't hear
oh,
that?
he's aiming at us.
I think they're shooting at us.
You don't shoot me from this distance. I shoot you. Now I wish I would have got that most than you got.
I'm just gonna keep going. Make them get closer.
Yeah, they're not gonna make it to us.
I don't see him hitting us from that far because he had a Pete. He was shooting the Pete at us.
Yeah. I was shooting the PP man Pete at him too.
He's gonna have to get pretty lucky.
That last shot was hella close though. I heard the bullet by. You're not gonna make it to us before.
Slow him down a little bit.
Oh, you being petty? Yo,
I'm being petty. I'm gonna slow him down a little bit. You know, I'm gonna slow him down just a tidbit, just a little.
All right. No water devils in the water. I'm gonna pick this armor just in case they run up on us at the last second.
Oh shit! Oh shit! He's close enough to me.
He's right there. Fuck. How was that not a headshot? How was that not on?
They're mad.
They're mad.
They're mad.
We just extracted with the only bounty, and they watched us do it.
Bounty cut.
Watch me leave this map. You want this token? You want this token?
Gotta be quicker than that.
Too late.
Seeing you guys play actually does make me want to get it though, even though it's like fucking $40 base game, but it's like
You can get it on sale for 20.
Yeah, if you can catch it on, it goes on sale.
It goes on sale a lot, yo. It's been out for like 3 years. It goes on sale like whenever there is a sale. Basically, if you pay $40 for it, you got finessed because they throw that thing on sale like every month or 2 months.
Dog, look at my guy's name. My man's name is Hugh Cochrane. Hey, yo! Hugh Cochrane.
fucking hell.
Alright.
They really thought they were gonna run down on Hugh Cochrane. That's crazy.
And Gavin McQuarrie? Nah, couldn't do that. When you extract, you get points, and you can apply points to perks. And there's like meta perks. Like the first picks I usually pick are mobility perks, and then the next perks I pick are survivability perks. I already have determination. And I'm gonna get slurping. I'm trying to slurp some clues.
Shit.
Fuck him up. Let's fuck him up.
I kind of want to get Silent Killer so I can hit him with the silent chop.
I thought about swapping out for a second for Silent Pete.
Silent Pete.
You bodied that dude last night with the Silent Pete.
I did too. He was like, ugh, and I said, shh, why are you making all that noise? Oh, my favorite one was the dude that we both shot. We both shot him once each, and then he jumped off that little building. Oh no, that was Kuma. That wasn't you. That was me and Kuma.
Yeah, that was you and Kuma.
Me and Kuma were playing, and this dude, he hopped out this window, and me and Kuma both shot him as he was running, and he went off the little roof, and must have had the tiniest little sliver, because my man hit the ground and said, "My leg."
I did that to myself one time.
That was done.
I did that to myself one time when on my last health bar, after everybody in the match was already dead and we had the bounties, and I jumped off the roof and died. And this was before they updated it, so there was no way to bring me back. The homies just had to extract with the bounty without me. I was so fucking mad, dog.
hit the fish from SpongeBob.
My leg! That shit was corny. I still geek about fucking when Kuma was like, hey guys, I haven't played this game in like a couple weeks, so I might be a little rusty. I'm probably gonna play like ass. And then this nigga dropped an 11 bomb, killed 11 fucking people while we were both dead.
It was wild too because he had one more bullet in the Pete and killed the
He
last
killed that
person
dude with his last bullet.
Killed the last dude with the last bullet in the Pete.
After they rezzed each other like 3 fucking times. Oh yeah, mumbles. Oh, watch out, emulator. Come here, hot stuff.
Oh shit.
Monk. 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 Those you can't shoot or stab, because if you pierce their skin, they explode and burn you. And it'll burn off health chunks. Damn, there was a clue there? The fuck?
Yeah, I got it.
Wait a minute. Did you just set that zombie off?
No.
Stop moving for a sec.
There's no way that they were this close.
Alright. I just had to make sure.
They couldn't have started off this close.
They ran right past me.
Hey, come on, don't
That's
do that.
why you got the chopper.
Stop.
You got the chopper out and everything. Ready to fuck yourself all up. He came out. He ran right past me. Racially motivated.
Right.
Herbs. I have beast face on.
Shit.
I was like, how did I not set him off?
Oh my
Remember, I
god,
have beast
another
face on.
immolator. I'm gonna just hide here behind this tree so he doesn't see me. I don't want him to see me. If he sees me, he's gonna come for me.
That emulator was bricked up to come get you.
He was. He said, "No, I want that one. I want that one."
It's my arm. It's real. This one's get tweaked. Herbs. See, like, there's a sound trap right there. That's on the shit too. Like that, all that right there. Listen when I walk over it, and then when I run over it. But if I crouch walk, make any sound.
It does make it makes.
It
a
makes
little
the
bit of sound.
yeah. If you're sweaty like me, you can still hear that shit. It doesn't make as loud a sound.
Oh damn, my ass cheek was itchy. Sorry. Back at it.
Back at it like a crack addict.
You ever just sit in your chair for so long, your ass cheek just gets hella itchy for no reason?
I guess that's another way to think of a crack break or something. I don't know.
Yeah. My cheeks just destroy chairs. I can't even sit. Not allowed to sit. Usually a good sign to wash.
That
It's
probably
the cheek.
is.
It's the cheek.
It's
not the crack.
hole. It's not the crack or the hole. It's the cheek.
It's just the cheek.
I got a bidet, so I don't got that problem.
I want to get one. I've been wanting to get one for a minute. I just
You
haven't
save
done it
so much money on
Fancy
toilet
ass.
paper. This is my roommate's bidet. I fucked up. I put it on the wrong setting the first time I tried to use it, and it fucking absolutely blasted me in the coin purse.
That's what that was the one thing I was worried about. Is the water cold? Because if it's cold, I can't do it.
Yeah,
It's
this
gotta be
one
warm.
doesn't
Like,
have
it's gotta
temperature
warm the
adjustment.
water.
There's a friend of mine who's like, she's like a crystal mommy. She's got one that has temperature control, but the one we got here does not have temperature control. And like,
Yeah, I'm gonna need the
Put it-
I can't
Got
I,
the
I
second
can't
class
be, I
day.
can't be getting up in the morning, right? Because you know I poop in the
oh,
morning a
bruh,
lot,
you
right
don't
before
even
the gym.
understand. You don't even understand. Put it this way: as soon as that shit hit my flesh and it didn't go where it was supposed to go, my eyes went off in 2 different directions.
My man got squirted in the coin purse with the fucking
I love crystal mommies.
with the cold water and immediately hit the unhinged Tom screen from Tom and Jerry.
I did. I immediately hit the fucking unhinged Looney Tunes screen. Don't accidentally blast your balls with freezing cold water, guys.
I don't think most of us have that bidet problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh shit! Hey, people on me. He shot me. He shot me.
Where
I'm
you
about to
shoot you
heal up.
from?
Oh fuck! There's 2.
Where you shoot you from? Oh,
One's
I think I see him.
from-
I think I
yeah.
see him. I missed. I'm trash.
Ooh, PP man.
PP man.
PP man right there. Let's go.
Yo, where's the zombie doing? Stop.
I don't think they search you on the ground. Oh, that's
Another team?
Yeah,
Oh my
that
God,
was the
another-
other
there's
dude.
another team,
That's
there's another team.
that's where the dude that shot me first.
No,
was
he's
at.
over there in the grass. I can see him.
There's another one. Nah.
Shit.
You're gonna be petty as shit if you hit him with that. I know he's gonna be fucking mad if you hit him with that. He's leaving.
What you doing?
Oh, you got him. You got him. That's it. Yo! 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 Yo!
He had that tucked. Yo, he had that tucked. He had that tucked. I didn't know. I didn't know he had
shit.
that tucked.
Pulled it out, man.
How did he get that out so fast? How did he get that out so fast?
quick draw, fucking.
What
Man
the
pulled the
fuck?
sword out the coat like the fucking dude
Like
from
a
Resident
fucking-
Evil 4. He said,
Like a fucking anime sword warrior or some shit. Fucking samurai shit.
dude, he pulled open the coat like the fucking Resident Evil 4 dude and just pulled out a whole ass sword. Oh,
That shit's crazy.
That,
What is it? I
unfortunate.
think it's like We Are in Hell. He was talking about on Twitter about how his bidet broke, and like he's like, I feel fucking barbaric. Like I've been using the bidet for a year and a half, and now I have to literally wipe the pieces of shit out of my ass with a wad of paper.
Live like the rest of us, man.
Right. Real proletariat.
Yeah, for real.
I'm glad I didn't
Right.
bring my different Pete in that match. I wanted to, and just something just told me I should just leave that in the you know what I mean?
I didn't know he had the sword tucked. I would have swung earlier.
That probably would have helped.
I thought that was it when he missed with both those shoddy shells. I heard them little pennies bounce off the wall behind you. I was like, that's a wrap for him. Rest in peace. Like when I
He's a samurai.
when I
fucking-
first
You had the secret weapon.
he had the fucking hidden sword. He had the fucking Inuyasha the whole T. Had the Inuyasha
Right.
tuck.
You had the Tetsaga.
Oh my goodness. The toilet paper lobby preventing bidets being put in every bathroom. Yeah. Also, just because people are dirty as fuck. I probably wouldn't use a public bidet. That shit just seems like,
Oh god.
yeah.
Nah, bro. I just imagine
Public
like.
bidet.
Because I know what type
Right,
of
can you
asshole
just
I was.
imagine how crusty the public bidet
That's what I'm
is?
saying, yo. I know what type of
crusty.
asshole I was when I was a kid. I know what type of asshole I was when I was a kid. I can't even imagine what type of shit these motherfuckers would be
Don't
on.
even, please. Spare me.
Putting hot sauce in the bidet and shit.
Oh god, that actually sounds really horrible.
Damn. That,
Getting
fucked me
Tabasco shot up into your booty hole. That should be crazy.
oh shit. Oh shit.
I think this game, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and bring the silenced Pete.
Do it.
You got the silence beat.
Let's go. Oh god, I can't even imagine your asshole burning like that.
Oh shit. You know what? Let's do it. Let's run the silence. Let's run it. Let's do it together.
We're moving in silence like lasagna?
Hell yeah.
Bet.
Hell yeah. I'm trying to move in silence.
Real G's moving silence like lasagna.
Alright.
Else should I?
Oh, you guys were speaking about Kuma. Kuma's in the chat now. What's up,
Kuma.
Hey! Hey!
Are you hopping on or are you playing Cult of the Lamb?
Oh, I fucking love that game.
I love
Everybody
it too.
does. I'm about to cop it. Hunt's good. The first one we did was good.
I've been trying to stream it, but I can't. Like my controller keeps wonking out when I try it when I pull up OBS. So
Oh,
I haven't been having much luck with it.
the fucking third boss. I haven't been able to beat
Wait a
it, so
minute.
I've just put it
I just
down.
beat the third boss.
I'm backing
That's
us
funny.
out. Kuma say he's
Yeah.
hopping on.
Oh shit!
Fucking- That one's really fucking hard though, isn't it? Like it
It
really
was-
feels like bullet hell.
It was significantly. I died because it like shocked me how different it was from the other two.
Oh,
Like,
exactly.
Which game?
I'm a fan of bullet hell
Cult of
games. Like I
Lamb.
like those
Oh,
type
yeah.
of games. So like usually I'm like I see stuff like that and I'm like, oh, this is really cool. But the first two bosses, and then going from them to that boss, it was like
Night and
a
day.
total mind fuck. I was like, oh my god, what's happening? And then
No.
I died. Then I
Oh,
went back
yeah.
and killed him.
No,
I'm
yeah,
still
I-
geeking about
yeah.
this dude named Trucker Carlson. That shit is geek.
I mean, yeah, that is pretty funny. That's a pretty creative name.
Yeah.
No, but like, yeah, like the second boss with like like once you get the timing of the second boss, it's pretty easy to defeat him. But like the third boss, I just can't beat it. My guy's fully upgraded. I still can't even like really power through it because I'm just that bad. So like I just put it down. I put it down. I'm not gonna I'm probably gonna have to restart the fucking game on easy and then just to make myself feel better. Pretend I'm going on.
My
normal.
my advice to beating that boss is to just get one swing in at a time.
Right.
So when
I hate
you
that shit.
the weapons, you can see like which weapon he's getting ready to use. So when the bullets are getting ready to come down, you'll see him drop that orb. When he brings that orb down and you see his arm move and put the orb, you know the bullets are coming. So start
Right. He's
getting
gonna
your
ponder
ass
his orb and he's gonna fucking
Right.
shoot a bunch of shit at you.
get your ass away from him, and
Oh, yeah.
you know, just kind of bob and weave and don't try to get greedy. Just take your hits when you can. Just get like one hit here, one hit there. Don't try to like combo swing. That's my
Oh,
advice
TwitchCon.
on how to
Oh,
beat that
bet.
boss.
Yeah. I kind of wish that the Cult of the Lamb kind of had the like where you know, like back in the day, like you play like Castle Crashers, you had the block button. Kind of wish you were able to do that with all that fucking
Right.
projectile bullshit.
We stand the block button. I love having me a block button for sure.
Oh yeah, dodging is way worse than blocking. I'm sorry.
It is. Because sometimes you could dodge right into some shit.
Oh yeah, that's my main
You'll
problem
die-
with that bullet hell piece of shit.
Right.
Literally,
You'll
I'll
dodge
dodge.
away and then right into something else.
Kuma
Right
Ray
into
coming
a
here with the
fucking bullet.
fisticuffs. Kuma with the fisticuffs.
Are you boys?
What up?
Hello.
Hello.
You donate to me. I'm not going to TwitchCon though. I don't want to catch an assault charge.
I think you talked about that the last time. Or was it last stream or your Twitter? I can't remember.
It was my Twitter. I tweeted that joke.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
I didn't go
Damn,
this year
bro.
because
You
I'm
know
trying.
what today is?
What's that?
What is
6
today?
years ago today, Doug ran me over with his car.
Wait, what? You got ran over? What the fuck?
Yeah, my homie ran me over with his car.
It's
a long story.
Yeah. Today was actually
It sounds wild though.
today October 5th. I talked about it earlier in my morning stream, but October 5th is my best friend drowned when I was 16. He would have been 30
Damn.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
I no, but like it's completely unrelated, and I hate to bring this back up, but I'm looking at the Twitch and I see my recommended channels is fucking Stardust.
Yeah, oh
Oh,
that
shit.
happens. Cause
Oh my god.
we're mutuals now, and low key, high key, she was been in there for a minute, and it's one of those things that they do, like it's low key tech, like it's low key a strat where they have their viewers hate watch you so that they come up and you're suggested.
Fucking wild.
Yeah, I don't think Stardust is doing it. Let me bring Arun in here. Shout out to the boy Arun. We got the young Arun up in here.
Damn, we got the whole squad up in here.
Whole squad.
Let
Where's
me see if
Tegma at?
I feel like
me
I'm
check.
a part of something important, and I'm glad.
You are.
Let me check my Facebook memories real quick.
I just
see if
wanted to see that before I go to sleep because I'm going to sleep.
see if
soon.
I posted
feel
about
you.
it so I could tag him in it.
Yeah.
How was your stream? What'd you talk about?
I told you. I think I posted it in your channel earlier, but
Oh, you talking about
Yeah.
the
the
Sri Lankan.
Rajapaksa.
Yeah,
Yep.
Rajapaksa.
Yep. So basically, for those of you who don't know, so the
Real quick, I need Fade to press triangle, and then you can tell a story.
Oh my bad.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
If you got any of my chatters in here, hit me with the ready up.
But yeah, no, I was so 3 months ago, right? You saw a bunch of people bathing in that guy's pool, right? In the presidential palace, they kicked the president out in Sri Lanka, right? So apparently, I mean, I covered part of the story earlier, but that president that was kicked out 3 months ago, he's living it up in a mansion now back in Sri Lanka. And now he's thinking about running for office again.
That shit's crazy.
Fuck. Wild.
Yeah, no, so
They should have just
for
redacted his
context,
ass.
for no,
Oh damn.
no, like for the shit that this dude did, he deserves to be in like a dungeon.
Yeah.
No, like this dude, okay, to give you an idea,
The level of corruption is insane, yo. I'm gonna let you sell it.
okay, this dude literally, so first of all, this dude had like 9 family members in high level, like his brother his older brother was the prime minister when this guy was president.
Old Andrew Jackson move. I got you.
Right.
No, it gets worse. Okay, so the reason this dude got into power in the first place, right? So the reason this guy became president, so the former president that was like kicked out and now is thinking about running again, right? This dude also was the defense minister during the 25-year-long civil war that happened and like the ongoing like genocide of Tamil people, right, in Sri Lanka, right? But during the 25-year-long civil war of Sri Lanka, this dude was the defense minister towards the end. And this dude has hundreds of thousands of deaths on his hands. Like hundreds of thousands of murders.
Probably wouldn't be the first time someone like that would be in the government, man. Fuck.
Yeah. So this dude is a monster. And that's actually the reason he got elected in the first place.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, like we are talking zero accountability here. Like it's bad. So basically one of the things that this motherfucker did was when he was in power, right? And I'm not gonna get into the Civil War again because I've talked about that on stream. We can have a conversation about that later. I'm pretty much like Endless knows I'm fucking burnt out.
I was gonna say you've been you've been banging that drum since I first met you.
Yeah.
Right. You've been going hard.
I was listening in on that stream while you were in there, yeah.
Yeah, because fucking no one else is gonna talk about it.
No one's gonna talk about it, yeah.
No, I get you. I totally understand.
Yeah, it's super frustrating to talk. It's frustrating like to be the only one that's like talking about it, and like because no one else is gonna like you're never gonna hear this on like you'll never hear about this on CNN. You'll never hear about this on MSNBC. You'll never hear about the war crimes that these guys did. And like just to give you an idea, like when I mentioned the war crimes, like if I like I was on Twitter and I was talking about like the genocide of Tamil people on Sri Lanka, and this one psycho comes out of the woodworks, literally comes after me. Like literally, this guy and I like got into a like day-long Twitter fight with this like psycho nasty.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this dude is a psychopath. Like that gives you an idea of how much this has been buried. That how much the truth has been buried, right? Like any sort of pushback towards the Sri Lankan government that is not regarding the economic blunders that this guy did, right? Any sort of pushback is met with like I got terrorist jacked, okay? Yeah. No. Like whenever I bring this up, I get called a terrorist. Like I get called a terrorist sympathizer, or terrorist supporter, or terrorist.
People call you a fucking Tamil nationalist.
Oh yeah, they call me Nazi too. Yeah.
I can't even fuse the words Tamil and Hitler. It's just like Tlitler.
I was thinking about what to call it.
Yeah.
Like they call you, but
right, Blitler. Welcome to the Blolocaust.
I mean,
what's up, Tegmo? But yeah, like so this dude. This is not even getting into the war crimes and genocide that this guy exacerbated, right? No, we're talking about the reason he was kicked out was he fucking bankrupted the country. Like Sri Lankans can barely afford to eat. Basically Sri Lankans' foreign reserves are depleted in their entirety. Right? So basically inflation in Sri Lanka is completely out of control at the moment. Right? The value of the Sri Lankan rupee went from like 100 rupees to the dollar to 300.
Sheesh.
Fucking 300 like
that's some inflation for that ass. Yeah.
That is a 200% inflation. Actually 200 to 300% inflation rate.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, that's like this dude bankrupted the former president, and most of it was on his brother, right? And thank God that motherfucker has no intentions of running for any office again. That dude is, but like this dude basically he's single-handedly responsible for wrecking Sri Lanka's self-sufficiency on rice. So basically, before this guy came to power, what happened was Sri Lanka was making its own rice.
Oh, I just got shot at.
You're getting shot at. Yeah, I was just about to ask if one of y'all just meleeed.
Oh shit. But yeah, like Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka was making its own rice and was using its own rice, right? But this guy came and he was like, "Hey guys, you're gonna switch to organic fertilizer." Overnight. Literally did that. Completely destroyed everything. Right? Like no country has been able to switch to organic fertilizer in its entirety yet. Right? Like there's still like Germany is like still using chemical fertilizer and they've been trying to do it for a while. And this motherfucker comes in and he's like, "All right, let's do it in one night." Like, are you crazy? Right? And obviously that immediately wrecks the economy. Like on top of that, slashes taxes across the board. Oh yeah, borrows lots of money from Sri Lanka's been borrowing from the IMF for decades, so the IMF has done like long-term damage.
Of course, the IMF's gonna be fucking involved in this kind of bullshit.
How did that dude die?
I killed him.
But some of the more egregious, some of the more egregious shit that these guys did was done with money borrowed from China. Right?
I think they're in this building or something.
So there's a whole ass airport built to the southern side of the country, right? In their hometown, right? It was so empty, right? It was an international airport in a town of 8,000 people.
Their own boss compound.
Just to give you an idea.
He was where I said he was. He was in the building behind us. I tried to get into the door and the door didn't open.
Headshot.
Oh shit. I gotta get this game at some point. It's fucking.
No,
that was a PP man shot right there.
I fucking saw that.
Oh shit. Fuck. You want some too, nigga? You want some too? Oh, I got cocky.
Damn, feels bad.
It's all good.
That sucks.
I don't think there's one up there. Ooh, shit.
Shit.
Smoke screen.
That shit fucked me up.
I gotta heal up too. There's a fucking med kit right here. Oh, it's big meat! It's big meat! Not big meat! Oh god, it's big meat! How do you get in the building?
Oh shit, he just shot me through the door.
I see him, I see him. Is this fucking meathead chasing me right now? Yep, don't run, just gonna die tired, bud.
Where'd he die?
Let me loot.
Oh, he died right
there.
here.
Let me loot first.
Alright. I need my med kit, man. They were
There's a med
piecing me
kit. There's a
off
med
like
kit
different
back there.
I know, but I used all of them.
You used yours.
All my damn med kits.
Oh.
Night in trauma.
Hey, good night, Introma. Thanks for coming out.
I need at least one.
What's up,
Y'all are good. I just needed at least one.
Alright,
Kill this dude I headshotted.
I probably should have like a policy of like open VC probably.
I keep it. I don't drag the same bite in here, but for the most part, I drag.
Sometimes it backfires, but
It does.
you know, it's alright.
It hasn't yet though. It's been chill so far. I haven't had to like. The only time it backfired, and it wasn't even really open VC. It was a conversation that like I just hung up because he's goofy.
Who was it? I don't remember who it was. Well,
that
I
was
guess-
Wick.
Oh.
They're in here. Be careful.
Fair.
Told you.
But yeah. So we're talking like massive amounts of corruption in that country, like and like untold amounts of war crimes.
Fucking ridiculous, man. My god.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sick.
No,
oh yeah, no. They also in 1981, right? So in 1981, there's a library that housed like priceless artifacts, right? Basically like 1,000-year-old like scrolls and shit, right?
I don't like where this is going, but continue.
The cops backed by the Sinhalese fascist mobs burned that library.
I lit everything on fire in there.
They burned it
Put a
straight.
trap in front of this door. Be careful.
Yeah, so they basically burned those priceless artifacts straight to the ground.
Okay, I don't know how I got hit.
He wall banged you. I got you though.
No, it didn't say I got hit through the wall.
Oh, there's this little. Oh fuck! Never mind.
Also, like the thing is like. Also, like, so a couple of days ago, this kind of fucked me up.
I got cracked with a little bell. We got third party. Be careful.
I was showing like Endless the other day. It was like Mowdy or someone that I was showing this to. It was like John, right? So basically what happened was, so a couple of days ago was the birthday of the son. So
Ooh, pee man.
Holy shit! What a shot.
So in the Sri Lankan.
Fuck. Sorry, I'm seeing the playback. So.
You good. No, like actually, you know what? I'm not gonna talk about that. That's too fucked up.
I'm gonna burn him. I'm burning them up there.
Oh, he did shoot. That's where he shot.
Fuck! He shot me from the side. Careful. That dude's got a sparks. I was getting ready to burn his man and he got me.
Damn.
He rezzed. Careful. You're right.
Pull off a man shot.
Oh!
Oh!
I don't know why they think you're up there.
I'm getting my ass. I'm moving my ass.
They picked up bounty, so one of them's outside. I hear his feet. He's above fade, directly above fade.
Yeah.
Close the door, close the door, close the door. There's another one near. Coming around the hay, coming around the hay, coming around the hay.
I shot him.
He's got some kind of shit. Don't let him hit you with it. Nice shot. Damn it.
Oh shit! Yeah, no. There's another thing that isn't really talked about, which I've mentioned a couple times, but so in the wake of the end of the Civil War, there are lots of people that went missing. Right? There are lots of people that went. There are thousands of families that do not know where their family members are.
She's leaking.
And so,
He's bleeding.
and so like they've been trying.
Oh my god!
What? Oh fuck! I just saw that fucking. Oh, they did
was
you
close.
dirty.
That's a big.
Did you
one.
dirty?
You should have rushed after that arrow hit. She was leaking.
Oh,
I thought they
yeah.
were dead. I thought
Nah.
they were dead.
I kinda-
I heard
yeah.
the dripping. Dripping.
Like, you got some fucking Daredevil ears on you, man. Fucking Matt Murdock.
I told you I got the
super.
superhuman hearing mode on.
Well, I heard him. I heard the
Straight
sound they
up.
made. The sound they made when I hit them made me think they died, and then I heard the leaking.
Oh my god. Literally fucking Matt Murdock. Like I can hear their breathing. I can hear their footsteps. I can hear the blood going down their veins. Like
Okay.
That's the situation where I wish I had the chop.
Yeah, that would have been a perfect chop moment. He killed 500.
Let me see.
Y'all killed 5 hunters. I got shot by every single hunter at least once. They were
Got
on my
15
ass
bullets.
for some reason. They just wanted me. They were so horny to fucking kill me for whatever reason.
I'm gonna get another leggy because I got like 6 bands. I always pick this dude because my fucking grandfather was a butcher.
Oh really? Interesting.
Yeah. My grandpa, his nickname was Punch. So That's where I get that shit from.
Badass name.
Yeah, he was not to be fucked with. That like my whole lineage, low key. So, my grandmother's father, who was the sharecropper, he had a stroke and was paralyzed in the left side of his body after he 50 something, 60 years old. But he would still start shit with niggas. He used to keep a cinder block next to his rocker, and he would talk shit. And if you tried to pull up on him, he would just sneak you with the cinder block.
Fuck. That's crafty as fuck, though. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's like, fuck it. I can't use half my body, but I'm gonna still put you on your ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my
Oh wait, I forgot to tell you. Wait, so Endless knows this, right? So, but like, I don't think the others know about this, right? I've mentioned this once or twice, right? So you know how I got like terrorist jacketed, and like people call me terrorist.
Yeah.
Yeah. The really fucked up thing is those terrorists that they call me literally threatened to suicide bomb my family.
Oh yeah,
What?
you've told me about that. Yeah, that's the craziest part.
Fucking wild shit.
I have beef with them. I don't like them at all.
I was just about to say, people accuse you of being the ops. They're like, you're one of these people.
When they accuse me of being the ops, it's like being accused of being a CIA agent when a CIA agent literally threatened to kill your family. Like,
Right.
why the fuck would I like them?
I had to talk to Mr. Cuddyhan real quick.
But yeah, no, actually, so the context for that is like, so my grandma used to be an announcer for All India Radio. So she had to basically back whatever the Indian government was doing. And the Indian government was basically invading Sri Lanka during the war, right? And so she had to like regurgitate that talking point, even though my parents were sympathetic originally to the LTTE, right?
Of course, after they threatened to suicide bomb your shit, probably wouldn't be as sympathetic to them.
No, the fucked up thing is like it wasn't like an empty threat. Like literally, like there was one LTTE commander that was like, literally to my grandma, like this bitch better shut her mouth, otherwise like we're gonna fucking kill her family, right?
I don't know what I'd do if somebody said some shit like that to my grandma, or my aunt Sarah, or somebody.
No, next day bomb blows up next to my family.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'd tell you
Oh
what,
my
bro.
god.
Like my dad grew up in like a time where like you could very easily be killed by these guys.
My fucking grandma or my aunt Sarah, you did some shit like that, that would be the start of a countdown of my last days as a free man.
My god.
Yeah, that's the crazy part, right? Like they call me a fucking terrorist, but like those terrorists tried to fucking kill my family. So
God.
Shit's crazy.
Absolutely fucking. How many more of these fucking stories do you got? Like, you got.
Dog, this is what ADHD is like. I just randomly am like, what the fuck are all these windows open? And I pull them up, and I just have this random ass Lil Xan Wikipedia tab.
how many stories do I got? I've fucking got like endless knows. I got fucking plenty.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Like, oh yeah, like this is like wild shit. Like, no, like I was like, the other thing is like, so when I was 12, that was when the Civil War ended, right?
Uh-huh.
So basically, so I'm from an ethnicity called the Tamils. So Tamils, so I usually I haven't really made it all that clear. My family's from India, right? So my family's not Sri Lankan at all, right? But we're the same. So the Tamil ethnicity straddles both Sri Lanka and India. My family's on the Indian side. So my family's all from India, right? So basically what happened was when the Civil War ended, the several war crimes that were committed by the Sri Lankan army, like mass amounts of like trigger warning, right? Like this is like sexual assault and stuff like that, right? Like war crimes and shit, right? That was broadcast on like Tamil television. And I remember watching that shit when I was 12.
Yo, I just got the wildest deja vu. I think you
Yeah.
told exactly this story while we were pulling up on exactly this compound before.
Yo, yeah, no, no. The other thing is, so not only that, no. So this is with the different guy, right? So another guy came in and he said he said some TOS shit, right? So he's like another Tumble friend of like he's a Destiny 2 streamer, right? So he came in and started saying TOS shit, like actual like TOS shit. But like, yeah, it was like wild. Like, there's like a shit ton of fucking stories I got from that time. Is fucking wild.
Oh God. I mean, nah, that fucking holy shit. I
mean, that's just like brown people things. Like you're gonna have like if you're a brown person, you're likely to like you're gonna have some fucked up story like in your back pocket. Like that's just how it works. If you're like a person of color, you're gonna have like a fucked up story here or there. Like, and it's purely based on it's like gonna likely be purely based on your ethnicity. Like, yeah. And to give you an idea of like the give you an idea of how much of an impact this has on like obviously there's the counter impact that it had with the whole like that group threatening to kill my family, right? That's the one thing, right? But then the other thing is like that's one thing. And then the other thing was like when all this stuff happened, all the fucking refugees fled to India. All the Civil War refugees. If they didn't go to India, they fucking went to Canada. If they didn't go to the UK or Canada, if they can make it all the way there, they went to India. And not just me, but my moderator has like a fucking story about this shit.
Sheesh.
Like some of these what happened in Sri Lanka for decades is fucking traumatizing. Like an entire generation of people is like fucking traumatized. Like literal PTSD shit.
I was just thinking this game would be so much fucking better if you had power sliding.
It would be.
What?
You could power slide, like Apex slide.
Yeah, that's about all I'm gonna talk about for Sri Lanka because I'm beating a dead horse at this point.
Hell
oh,
no.
I got you.
Shit needs to be talked about for real. It's just a awkward moment because we're in a game where we gotta constantly shit to call out.
No, I got you. No, it's like it's not even that. Like I've reached a point where like you
gotta take a break
like,
sometimes for real.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Because like that shit weighs on you a lot, especially like I was talking to Ari about this earlier. Like Ari is like one of the few content creators on Twitch that like is Iranian, right? Or like one of the few prominent Iranian content creators that talks about politics and stuff from like a leftist perspective, right? And like when she talked about the Iranian protests, it took a massive like toll on her. You know what I mean?
Progressive
so,
Brett.
like, yeah, progressive
Yeah,
Brett. Yeah, it took a massive toll on her, and I get that completely. Because like this shit is super heavy.
Yeah, you fucking need that kind of release, man. You do.
1,000.
Oh yeah.
That's why I talk about alien politics, which is it's a shit show, but it's not like as. I mean, there are parts.
There's people here. There's people here.
Oh yeah, you didn't know they're banishing.
No. Oh, this is where the boss is. I'm goofy. I'm just sitting here listening to a room cook, like about to get my face fucking blown back.
Oh shit. So this is like PvP VE, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're trying to so basically you're trying to kill other hunters and you're trying to kill a boss, right?
Yep. And avoid getting killed by it. Look, there's Big Meat. What's up, Big Meat? What you got going on? Stay away from me.
Yo, This looks fun. I gotta wait until a sale comes on, and then I gotta buy it.
For
No,
sure.
same here.
You
Same
can-
here, really.
It's on sale all the time for like 20, or you could probably find it on like G2A for probably that amount.
Probably.
I mean, I mean, it's not the base game isn't on sale, but I just checked Steam. They got it on sale for like 30.
All the DLC is cosmetic too, so.
Yeah. Like it's like a fucking what is it? It's not the collector's edition. It's a fucking starter hunter edition. It's actually cheaper than the base game. It's like the base game and then a bunch of other cosmetics. It's like $10 cheaper, or like 10 $10 cheaper than just the game itself. Kind of funny.
Oh fuck! I didn't see him right there. Fuck. He's right behind me. Oh, and there's more people. We're getting a third party.
What? There's another. There must be another team.
They are. There is. They came in the way we came in. I'll get you in a sec. Hang on. Fuck me! That was in the face, dude. That was in the fucking face, dog. Come on.
That was dead in the face. That was nuts. Uh-oh.
I should have pulled the Pete out before I did that and just shot him in the head and made sure.
It's up to Kuma, as always.
No.
Shit. It's me.
My game just lagged real bad.
Sucks. Oh shit, there he is. Shit. He's got 2 Pete's. No!
Kuma shot the chain, dude!
I know.
Kuma
That's so
shot
crazy.
the chain!
That's so crazy.
Physics.
The chain stopped the
Sometimes
bullet.
that's the only thing I don't like about this game for real, is that the fucking collision detection in this shit. Sometimes you'll have a crosshair right on the motherfucker's eyebrow and pull the trigger and off. It's wild. I get frustrated.
Oh, no, there is one piece of good news coming out of Sri Lanka, slightly, right?
Oh yeah.
There is one piece of good news. The foreign minister is slightly scared that there's going to be a vote on basically in the UN basically to investigate Sri Lanka's human rights abuses, right? Especially during the war. He is worried that Sri Lanka is going to get fewer favorable votes. And as a result of that, I told him to get fucked.
Nice.
I told him to stick this dick in his mouth.
Hell yeah.
This is probably gonna be my last run.
Fuck him and fuck his government.
Respectfully.
No, not respectfully. I don't give a shit. No. No, genuine. Like I've already accepted I'm not going to Sri Lanka. Like in my lifetime, that's not happening. So, because like again, having like again, it's like speaking out against the Sri Lankan government and having like a Tamil name. Nope. No, my ass is getting locked up.
I say yeah, they're waiting for you to come through.
Yeah, they're waiting for me to come through, and then boom, I'm gonna be in a ditch somewhere. Like,
I'm just saying, like we got a jail cell with your name on it, man.
no, like they don't have a headstone. No, they don't do that shit. No, they just bury you in a ditch somewhere. Nah, like mass graves are a thing in Sri Lanka. Like,
Oh fuck yeah.
My God.
Did you? The timing was awful. I said there's like mass graves in Sri Lanka, and you're like, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, I was co-signing that. Like there's definitely mass graves, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were like cheering that shit.
Oh
on.
yeah, fuck yeah, mass graves. I'm trying to see some mass graves. Fuck yeah. It's like no, I can't even joke about that kind of shit.
No,
Yeah.
oh my God. Jesus.
not good.
No.
Endless
guys-
endless cemetery.
Cancelled.
Endless is now
cemetery is
canceled.
Clipped and shipped. Canceled.
Endless is now canceled. Clip that. Somebody clip that.
Oh God, that's
On that
so-
Whitler shit again, dog. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
the Holocaust got that Blyclon B.
Jesus.
Oh,
you won't
God.
believe what I found, dude. Found a gem. So,
What's up, Wolf? How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. I'm just eating lunch.
Word.
4 minutes to afternoon. I found the most. This is a gem, all right. You guys.
Oh, wait,
might
by the
have
way,
heard
it's like
of-
2:30. I gotta drop. Like
I was gonna say, yeah, this is my last run because I know you said you were going to bed like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, I gotta go.
I'm about to go to
All right.
bed 2 hours later.
Right.
All right, thanks. Thanks, y'all.
All right, Arun. Thanks for coming through and chilling. I'll holler at you tomorrow, bro.
Good meeting you.
I take care.
See ya.
Oh yeah.
Funny thing. In India, we have like a right-wing newspaper known as Republic World, right? Think about Republic World as Fox News in a way. Some weird ass reason, I literally found how-to manual for GTA San Andreas on Republic World.
What? Wait.
I'm not joking.
Did I hear that correctly? What?
Yes,
Hold on,
yes,
what
you
was
heard
it?
that
What was
correctly.
this?
Let me share that in general. Give me a sec.
All right.
Oh my God. I better see some fucking receipts of this.
Uh-oh.
Gotta get some proof.
What happened, Mumbles?
It's funny as fuck. Trust me.
Oh
And the
God.
map is fucking dark too.
I put it in general.
What the fuck? What the fuck is some random ass person who's watching Indian Fox News wanting to cheat in fucking San Andreas for? What the fuck? Oh my God, man. That's hilarious.
I mean, they're over there trying to get that hot coffee mod going.
Oh no, not that. Verbs.
Shit.
Fucking. Is this the state of game journalism in India?
Hashtag Gamergate.
I mean, the funny thing is, in India, people, journalists, especially journalists, they pick up the most idiotic, minute issue, right? They will not care about more important issues. They pick out issues such as, let's say, there is a mosque built somewhere, right? They will, take offense to the mosque being built, and they're gonna be like, look at this, they are doing jihad in India, this and that. It's idiotic.
Oh my God. Oh, we got the same kind of shit here in America.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Literally, like right now, what's going on with like my community is like it's the trans community, especially.
Yeah,
Where
for
like,
sure.
J.K. Rowling's freaking out about fucking giving chest binders to 14-year-olds, even though it's only slightly more tight than a fucking sports bra.
Right.
Or, freaking out over hospitals giving, just giving medical care to trans children to the point where they get bomb threats. Like, no, I 100%, like, the most minute fucking issue, I'll look it up on fucking Twitter. I have a whole list, Twitter list of, like, Missouri politics bullshit, especially, like, we're at my home state. And it's literally the most ridiculous shit imaginable. So, it's probably just, like political journalists in general.
Right.
Especially right-wing ones, my God.
Hashtag Gamergate. Hashtag Twitch poll.
The gamers TM.
People think binders are like 1600s courses or something. Yeah, they're like thinking like foot binders or something. They think like once you put it on, 0.5 milliseconds after you put that bitch on, you're like permanently mutilated. Yeah.
Look like a fucking skeleton or something. Like what? Like people
These
are
pups are
ridiculous.
here. The pups are here. The pups are here. There's so many of these damn dogs. There's so many of them. behind you and just chop me. I
I
was looking
don't
at you. I know you were thinking about it. You was getting ready to
I
chop.
thought about it. I wanted to chop. I was about to swing the chop.
Yeah, the chest binder actually has asbestos in it, you know, so like a 1600s corset. Yeah, come through, come chat. You don't need to ask for my permission. I'm an anarchist, bro. You don't need to ask my permission for shit. Just do that shit.
Unless you're asking for permission to make it goofy, and then the answer is no.
The answer is no, yeah.
I hate imposing myself, you know?
My VC's open. Petty.
Really? Really? Right in front of me?
The video of two Russian soldiers where one of them was blowing the other, taken from a drone.
What?
The drone dropped a mortar.
That's gotta be clickbait. You better show me some links. I want to see
They're
some
literally
links.
doing gay ops.
Gay ops.
Yo, there was this fucking
dogs.
I'm on you. He came right for me. Dog thought I was Michael Vick. You chopped me.
The drone
Save
dropped
y'all.
the
Gotta
water.
save y'all.
God.
Dude,
Jesus.
so the guy was getting a blowjob from another soldier and they drop a mortar on him?
Damn, rest in peace. What a way to go. That dude, he ain't do nothing but get
You
his
know
dick
what?
sucked.
Better
gonna go-
than a lot of other ways to die. You know?
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Better than
I could think of worse ways to go out in the middle of a fucking civil war.
Dying.
I think the question we're all wondering,
Not
right? The answer we all want. Did he finish though?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I actually had a second question. I wonder if it was this. Was it the same? Was it the same drone that chased Dylan Burns?
Oh no.
Yeah, I remember hearing something about that.
You know, instead of the meme, have you ever heard of the meme where it's like the fucking like which chipmunk is getting the best head? But
Oh,
instead of
yeah.
which Russian soldiers getting the best head?
The guy getting all fucking obliterated by a JDAM and a Predator missile.
Which Russian soldier is getting the most explosive brain?
Oh
Most
god,
explosive
that's a
top.
little too morbid.
JFK. The most fire top. Clue.
All the way up in the corner of the map.
Drone caught a couple of Russian soldiers during not click. I swear. I fuck with you. I fuck with you non-binary superpowers. It's been a minute, by the way. I hope you've been alright.
I have to watch this.
Oh no.
18 plus.
I gotta watch this too. I can't look away. It's like a
Oh my
like
God,
a
it's
train
hilarious.
crash.
You chop me.
Okay,
No, I didn't.
that guy's definitely
No. No way.
I'm
getting...
definitely looking at
fucking
this
way.
after I'm definitely looking at this after I read it.
That is
He's doing
unmistakable.
it slow and steady too. He's not doing it fast or
He's
anything.
holding his head.
Oh.
Ooh, he's getting that throat. The throat go with Nancy Reagan.
Oh no! He dropped a fucking bomb on him.
No.
Dude!
Oh, God. Fucking morbid. My God, this is like some fucking like back in the day like kids would talk about how like they grew up in middle school, they'd see people get like their heads chopped off and shit. This is the kind of shit like.
When he told me he was ready to give me some bomb ass head, I didn't think that's what he meant.
They're crows to the northwest.
Where?
Damn, dude, that sucks.
The northwest.
There's people near us. Be careful. Don't move in a straight line. Because I don't know which direction they are, and I'm not trying to get shot.
Oh god, of course this thing's on fucking Reddit too. Nowhere else on fucking Reddit.
I'm hitting the fucking Fremen sandworm walk, trying not to get shot in my brain.
For some weird ass reason, I'm getting ads for the US Army on YouTube.
You know what? They gotta reach out. They gotta expand their audience, man. They're desperate, especially with the student debt shit going on. Like they're really desperate.
Supposed to take advantage of impoverished areas.
There's people here. Boss is red. The boss is not white. The boss is not Bosch. It is red.
Remember when like the main army recruiter guy was like, "Yeah, don't do this. You'll stop our recruits. You can't take advantage of people anymore."
Oh, I remember that tweet. Yeah. Oh my god, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, he was like, one of the main reasons people go to
The ultimate ACAB in that video? Yes. Alright, I'm in here.
I think I hear people to the southeast.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna throw a sticky on the spider real quick.
And now he's pieced. I killed him.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. It seems like he's always carrying.
I'm saying.
Okay. Stuck the spider. It's still red.
Yeah. They're probably getting their teammate up. Where's the generator to
I'm
turn it
shooting
off?
my ender shot.
That is a spooky boss.
Go freaked out, especially like on noises and shit. You keep talking about like how like you hear everything.
Yeah, the noise.
Creeping up on you like a fucking horror movie. Nah. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
I killed it.
Nice.
We'll banish it.
Please do. Nice. I don't have any traps. Fighting out there. Listen.
Someone's on my fucking chest.
Yeah, they're fighting up.
Sometimes.
Fuck, I got shot in the back.
I like to pronounce the word
The
piano.
back?
Like people.
Are they
pronounce
in?
the word
No, they're
piano.
not in. I just was standing outside in the bed area. Careful. Oh.
Why the?
To
What
your
am I
left. To your
watching?
left, Fade. To your left.
Why are these idiots celebrating this? What the fuck is going on in Bangladesh? Let me post this in general. This is so fucking cursed.
Oh no.
This is so cursed. I fucking swear.
Oh my
Golden
god.
Jubilee celebrations. 2018.
They were far.
Why bug them?
Yeah, they're far. They're not close.
If you can stay inside that door, you can get one of us.
Oh shit.
Celebrating some history? Like, what is this?
Yeah, who is this guy?
He's the founder of ISIS.
Oh my god.
World Fucker
You gotta be
Oh,
shitting
God.
me, dude.
Oh my god, dude. I'm not burning though. I'm not burning.
I was trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
use
not
the
burning
smoke
either.
screen.
Was a Muslim mathematician who wrote about.
You're gonna get popped in the back.
Ah, we up.
Yeah,
we
it
up.
should be celebrated.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
They farmed.
It's funny.
I don't know why he didn't just shoot you.
To farm you.
I can't believe the founder of ISIS
They're
is
to
more well
the
known than now.
west
Northwest.
though. Yeah, northwest. That way. That way.
What's he got? What's he using?
He's using a
Vetterly Carabiner Marksman. He's got a scope.
Yeah, he ain't got shit. He's just nice.
He's nice with the scope.
And in reality, he wasn't that nice because he only had to shoot me in the body. Don't have extendo dark sight yet.
Yeah, I know. I was just making sure I know where the boss is at.
Good.
People everywhere.
Oh, I'm surrounded.
You might be able to get us now. Peep where they're at first. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you good.
I guess we'll find out.
Right? How the fuck did I get way over there?
Physics.
Alright, Kuma, you want to check to see... Oh, shit.
What was that?
They threw a concertina bomb on my body. All three of
They're
them.
right underneath
there.
us.
They threw bees. Pop your shot.
Oh, I didn't mean to fall down. Oh, that was you. God damn it. You
Reload,
scared
reload,
me.
reload.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fade.
Fade right back.
You somehow missed though, which is the crazy part.
Because I didn't aim down sights.
Oh yeah, that's right. I hate how it interact. Like you're using fucking slugs. That makes no sense. They're doing that fugazi shit on my body, so I can't get up because they know I'm the PP man.
What legends about him? Keep him down.
How did those miss?
Yeah, I'm confused about that one too.
Oof, mega.
What? What did you get killed
Standing
with?
still. A silenced Nagat.
Wow.
With poison ammo too, so they just popped me in the head.
I didn't even see who killed you, Endless.
I got killed in the back. I got shot in the back, like
Oh,
standing still in a bad spot.
If you go around the other side of that hay bale, you can probably get me.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Never mind.
I
Got
missed.
another.
You should be good to pick up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that fire?
Just put yourself out when you get up. It's gonna light the hay on fire.
PP man.
PP man. That was crazy. What a shot.
Ooh.
Oh shit, I can't do it.
Yeah, because of
I'm gonna
this.
try to
choke
clear all
point.
that barbed wire.
You gotta smack it, and it's, I don't know how safe you'll be doing that. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
If they rush, they're all getting chopped.
There we go.
That dude mad. Clearly mad. Trying to get his teammate. He's mad. You got one shot left. About.
I know.
God damn.
Where was that?
Straight ahead.
Through a wall.
Did you just get shot, Endless? What happened?
Nah, that was Kuma. I've been dead this whole time.
Oh, okay.
They shot me through the wall.
They're in the water, yep.
Oh, we're watching Blade.
She's about, whoever that is about to die.
Glad I have so many small bars.
Same. I think my first two are small.
I'd like to get you
I got
up.
1 second left. I'm gonna use it real quick.
They're gonna
They're
be out
still
there
all over
fighting
the
each other
fucking
for a
place.
minute, yeah.
They're all that way. so
Might
they're
be able to
way
get
left.
endless.
That's
You
what I'm
guys take
thinking.
from the back?
Be weird as fuck if they're still watching his body.
Yeah, they're not watching.
I have all that wire on me though, so be careful.
They're out
I
there.
can't clear the wire.
How come? Pause.
It's not even on me, is the crazy part.
Stand back, Kuma. Let me work.
The wire wasn't even on me. That was... Oh, that goofy shit. Yo.
Come on.
Are you kidding me?
It was a different guy this time.
Damn.
Oh my god.
I think I have 1 health bar left.
Ooh. Just saw him get body right in front of you.
You have any idea where? What did he have a scope? What did he
Yeah,
have?
he's got a scope. He had, it was a Winnie C. It's little baby bitch ass bullets, but if he hits you in the head, that's it.
You got this, babe.
You could do it.
Fuck it.
You only got 20 seconds left on your antidote shot.
That's why I got right the fuck away from them bees.
They're gonna have to push him if they want the bounty. So here they come. Do you have any more choke bombs?
Yeah, I got a choke bomb.
Just hang on to it. Yeah, they just grabbed the bounty off of them. They must have slurped it.
To the right.
He's gonna be mad when you fucking chop him.
Ow!
You killed each other.
Wild.
With a knife? With a baby knife? With a baby knife? How did he kill me with a baby
That's
knife?
fucking bullshit.
Where you,
dude.
did you have health? He must have stabbed you in the head.
Yes!
He must have stabbed you in the head.
How did, was
could've
he
chopped
even
him.
close enough? Is the question.
That was ridiculous.
There's one dude left alive and he doesn't know that everyone's dead.
That's funny.
Like, hey guys, where is everybody?
Looking
He's out there
around
trying
with
to
the fucking-
snipe.
Dude, come on now. Really?
He's
With
got
the
the fucking
regular,
John Travolta.
regular knife?
Killed
John
you like
Travolta.
you do one of those zombies.
Right. Must have stabbed you in the head. That shit's crazy. You can be a little bit farther away than how close you've been getting swings. But it's cool. I'm gonna do one more because my match MMR is only 2.5 now, and it's like, nah, it's 3 a.m. I should probably just go ahead and go to.
I'm gonna do a fat dab of this black
Ooh.
triangle Kush shatter.
That was such a frustrating game.
It really was.
Alright, I'm gonna raid out to... Let's raid out to Gremlo.
Yes, I love Gremlo.
Ooh.
I made Gremlo this emo. I made him a few. I like making them the King of the Hill ones.
Hey, Tipsy Ton, thank you. Alright, y'all. I'll see y'all Friday. I got a fucking dentist appointment in the morning. Fuck.